Hello everyone, and welcome to Mage Somnambulist. For those of you who didn't take Latin at school, that means sleepwalker. We are at the premiere episode. We made it. Finally. Oof. We're going to do a quick go around, say hello to everyone, find out who they are and what they do and where they do it. I'll talk a little bit about myself and the channel, and then we'll get into it. Let us start with a returning star, Vandy.
Oh,
OMG Vandy, which is spelled with the correct capitals on the thing. I remembered.
You did. You did. It looks great. Yeah, that's the correct capitalization. Thank you. Hi. Hi, everybody. I'm Vandy, Caroline, whatever you want to call me. Today, I'm going to be playing Alfie Farrison, who is a little bit of a recluse. Really embodied the spirit of pandemic hibernation. She's a hacker and a tinkerer, and she likes crafting things. And I'm super excited. I'm looking up. She's got some fun spirity things that she can do as well. So I won't dive too far into it. But if you're looking for places to find me, it's OMG Vandy everywhere. I don't stream as often anymore, but I do work for a company called The Game Hers, and we have our awards that are coming up soon. So once they get announced, make sure you nominate some of your favorite people in the industry.
Hell yeah. And hot potatoed off to someone else.
Oh yes, and hot potatoing off to who's next to me? Sesha, Cat.
Boink.
Me?
Yes.
Me?
Yeah, you.
Let's see here. My name is I'm Kat, and I'm a creative and variety derp caster with the attention span of a goldfish. And I enjoy sowing chaos, whatever that means, and whatever means necessary. You can catch me on my stream from Tuesday to Saturday. I just actually joined the Would You Kindly team, so I'm super excited with that. So lots of activities with that group if you follow them. They're a great group. I love them. And so I'm super excited. And yeah, I play Sesha, Chaos, Time, and Fate.
Hot potato.
Can I just say how excited I am that you're part of Would You Kindly?
Thank you.
So cool.
Thank you.
As the former manager, I just, it's so honored. Yes, anyway, sorry. I don't do that, but please continue.
I'm going to hot potato it to the one next to me, which is Tessa.
Hi. I am hoping to survive the hurricane that appears to be outside, but I stream occasionally. I run a lot. I'm on an elliptical thingy right now, for anybody's wondering, because I have an angry hip and a very cute sleepy cat, and I'm obsessed with cats. And if you want to see cats, lots and lots of cats, petting cats, talking about cats, a little bit of talking about running, and more cats, come to my channel. Because I'm playing Stray also, so yeah. But yeah, I'm just excited to be here. Everybody on the show is really cool, and the basis for the show is really interesting, and I'm hyped for the shenanigans.
Wonderful.
That's it. Syrinx.
Hello. Hi, I'm Syrinx. First time on the channel. And I am mainly a cosplayer and just a TTRPG player, not a storyteller, on lots of channels. And I'm most active on Twitter as Syrinx, or on Instagram occasionally. And I'm excited to be playing Mage here. I'll be playing Eleanor, or as she likes to be called, Nell, a forces and space mage with a bit of a difficult history. And I'm very excited to be playing with everyone and to do lots of magic.
Oh yeah. And I will take that hot potato. Hello, I am Sheepdog, and I run the Wandering Inn. For those of you who it is your first time, welcome. We have at this point, done a few shows on the channel now. It used to be that this was just starting, and now it's been a little bit of time. We've done like 3, 4 shows, 5 shows.
We've done a few.
Done a few. If you are interested, you can go out, check out the YouTube. All of the VODs are on there, and you can watch entire series. For example, if you like Mage, maybe you should check out our VTM campaign that finished a while back. It's called Sunkissed, and it's about 80 episodes or so. It lasted for a while. Anyway.
Solid show.
Yeah.
It was so good.
Aside from that, go check out all these wonderful people. We'll do an outro with them as well at the end of the show. But if you want to support the channel, there is a Patreon. All of the proceeds from Patreon goes to paying the cast, and then if there's any left over, it goes into art and things like that as well. So far, we have completely funded the Monday show, and we're looking to fund the Friday show so that can become a regular thing. So, you know, if you're interested, if you like the shows, then the best way to make more happen is to, you know, head on over Patreon, pledge a little bit, and there's a few benefits to it. You can come to the Discord. We play board games sometimes. That's fun. We also look into systems and learn systems because I'm always looking to do new and weird things. We did it for Mage. The patrons jumped in, made characters, and we tried to figure out how much of the system I was going to rip away and ignore. Answer is about 50%, so if there's any like hardcore Mage fans in here, oof, you're not going to enjoy this.
Or you might. It'll just be different than what you're used to.
Yeah. Aside from that, hope you enjoy Somnambulist, and I think we're going to go into the intro without further ado. So, we are going to be joining a world with a lot of supernatural in it. There are vampires, werewolves, spirit realm, the afterlife, the veil, and much more, including humans who have awoken to the fact that reality is not solid. However they awake, however they find themselves finally coming to their power, they realize that they can manipulate the laws, the reality. And some of it can be as simple as making a coin land heads up 500 times in a row. Some of it can be as extreme as shooting lightning from their hands. In this world of mages, there is the Council of Atlantis. The Council of Atlantis is a very loose organization that consists of the older and more powerful mages. Quite often, they are extremely old. Every now and then, the council convenes to discuss anyone who has stepped out of line, to discuss if any law needs to be implemented, if any rules need to be adjusted, all of these type of things. In general, it's all quite relaxed. Although there are consequences to running outside and shouting, "I'm a mage," and then firing lightning from your hands. The universe tends to right itself. Regular humans, what are sometimes referred to as sleepers, don't react well to that, and reality doesn't react well to you firing off in public. So, the members of the council that we are going to be focusing on are Morgan, Baba Yaga, Guinevere, and Merlin, all mages of the council. And all of them, in more recent times, have taken upon themselves to take under their wing a newly awakened mage. Now, just because they're newly awakened doesn't mean they're young, but very often can do. And they have collectively decided that their new wards need some instruction, as they aren't especially in control yet. So they have sent, well, they are going to send their wards off to a familiar face who will be meeting in the future. But for now, we are going to fade in on a rusted, beached, and slightly open ship on a beach somewhere. Who knows where.
So I says to the guy, I says, why didn't you just use a defibrillator? This guy doesn't know what a defibrillator is because he's so old, right? So I'm sitting there and hand me the thing, please. Oh, right, okay. Anyway, so I hand it to him and I say, use this thing. And he's like, I don't know how to use this thing. Well, you know, if I put a screw in there, didn't I have 6? I think I need a 7th.
There's a voice just kind of echoes throughout this kind of rusted metal ship that says, I believe it was 4.
What? No, that can't be right. God, I need something better. Oh, God. Maybe if I can just tape this up. Do you think this will be enough room for you? I know it's not, you know, our typical kind of setup, but I tried to make something a little bigger, so. I'll just take that up there. That should work, right? Beta?
It's a little bit botched.
Botched? How dare you? I never. Unbelievable. You know what? We'll do it live. We'll make it work. Just get in the fucking thing, please.
You need to put it. I
Yeah,
can't
okay.
move.
Yeah, it's fine. I get it. Just give me a second.
So I take the pendant off of my neck and just kind of stick it in a small holster attached to what looks like a golem of some kind, like a mechanical automaton. It's not very large, but it does look cobbled together with a bunch of rusted parts and duct tape. So I pop that in there and I'll be like, all right, your turn to drive, Beta.
And the kind of like slightly drooping metal skeleton kind of, there's a little fizzling, especially around the torso part, like connected to the kind of what is essentially a rib cage, and it fizzles and it sparks, and then the head comes up and looks around. The kind of like the kind of claw-like appendages kind of click-a-clack a couple of times, and then he looks at you and says, I I appear to be sizzling. You did not
Yeah,
connect the wires properly.
It's. I could have sworn they were all connected in the right place, but I'll double check just for you. Don't move.
I'm gonna try to see the electrical current running through the automaton.
Oh yeah, and you can see it. You can see where it kind of goes along down the spine, and you can see the point where every now and then that like yellow-white line that runs all the way down perfectly just flickers, and it cuts down for a second, for a split second.
I think I see it. Ugh. All right, give me a second. I'm gonna go in, just like open a piece up, pinch it, try to like reconnect the wire. And I'm doing this like while the wire is live. Like I do not care about health and safety.
Yeah.
It is just going, and I'm just like, just try not to like breathe too much. You know what I mean?
I don't, and have not,
Yeah.
and do not, and will not.
You know what I mean. I'm just like retying it and
Ow.
seeing it. Just, don't be a wimp. I'm just gonna tap it, see if it'll actually go. Is it? I think it's working. Can you move your legs?
Let me try. And then it just like the legs kind of creak and groan and almost buckle a little bit. One of the issues is that the materials you're using is part of this ship, this kind of like cargo tanker type ship, which is partially rusted and covered in barnacles, and therefore your mechanical, let's say robotic golem is partially rusted and covered in barnacles.
Well,
I have barnacles on my feet.
they're ornamental. Probably. I mean, it'll work for now, but it's just I need better materials. Would I have, just out of character real quick, would I have already done the thing, like stolen the thing that we talked about earlier, like the pieces that I needed?
Yes, you would have.
Okay. All right. So, just be like, I didn't want to use it yet, but we got that thing from that house, right?
I got that thing from that house.
We
And
got that thing.
And then my body fell apart.
Well, accidents happen, but we
Again.
got the thing. So,
It fell apart again.
so pessimistic. Just work with me here. Just give me a second, and I'm gonna like look through and see if I can find like this little orb. I guess like it almost looks like a marble. Very shiny, very kind of like glowy, in a pocket that, you know, a little pouch that I kind of kept it sealed in. And I'll take it out and be like, I guess I could fit it with you. Tell me if this hurts. And I'm gonna put the thing like in the same pouch with the pendant.
Ow.
Does it hurt, or does it hurt?
I can't feel pain.
You are so annoying sometimes, you know that? You know, it's just, do you feel more energetic? Do you feel, you know, give me something here.
I think my feet itch.
Itch. Funny joke. Very, very funny. I'm gonna see if I can like see any energetic flow from the item and see if I can like connect it to the rest of the energetic current. Knowing very well it might cause an explosion.
Yes. I will say in this instance, are you doing it manually, or are you
I'm probably doing it manually.
Okay.
Yeah.
In that case, let's go for a dexterity crafts, please.
Okay, so that's 3, 5, 6, 7.
And you can take your additional one for your specialty.
Oh, okay. Oh, so I need another one, but that's 43 plus 10, so 53.
Well, it's four,
or it's successes?
five successes. Oh no,
1,
6
2,
successes.
3,
Apologies.
4, 5, 6. 6 successes. Yeah.
I've missed the sheep dice. Okay. Yeah. Easily enough. You slot it in. You bring everything together, connect it up, and it doesn't glow, but you can see that the energy within it starts to permeate around. At the same time as you hear the clicking of heels reverberating around the ship, and you hear Beta say, "It looks like the mistress is back."
And I'd like turn around with this like between my fingers and be like, "What do you want? I'm working."
Alfie, we did talk about not building your little constructions while we're here, did we not?
Maybe once or twice.
We also talked about how this ship, for now, is what is known as a home. It is somewhere that we live. It provides us shelter, and in turn, we don't rip big parts of it off so that the wind gets through.
It's just so much free
Alfie,
material.
why is there a hole in the side of the bloody ship? Combined with why is there a mechanical robot dead soul skeleton zombie just been made, and why did you attach that to it?
That's what?
That?
Sorry, I'm gonna have to get a closer look. It's an experiment.
Alfie, take apart the skeleton.
No!
You are going to receive tutelage from
I
a...
worked so hard on this one!
Alfie, you cannot take it with you. People will wonder why there is a giant skeletal robot on a bus.
You know what? If the people at bigger companies can make like robot dogs, why can't I make a robot made out of a ship?
I think the question answers itself, does it not?
No? I mean,
Yes?
kind of. No? It's fine. Beta didn't like it very much anyway.
My feet itch.
Yes, your feet itch. Scratch them. Then I'm gonna grab like a broom and just like scratch the barnacles off of the thing. I'll fix it.
Good. And do it quickly. It's not long till your bus is here.
Buses.
Buses.
Will they have internet? Buses have internet now, right? Probably.
We are in the middle of nowhere.
Okay, but like theoretically.
Where you're going very may well have internet. Keep your fingers crossed.
I'll make do. It's fine. I probably can just do it myself. Okay. Can I get other people to help me with this? Putting the stuff back?
You can do it.
Count on me, boss. Do you want your thing back?
Hmm? Oh, no. Mere trifle.
Oh.
But, I do have to be away again. So remember, 1 hour bus stop, yes?
Fine. Is there like anything I need to remember to take other than like all my stuff? Also, why do I need to like make this thing back into like a house if I'm leaving in an hour?
Well, because I'll still be here, and you just tore apart part of my wall.
It's renovating. It's fine. You know what? Fine.
Right. So, I'll tell you what. Take all of your stuff with you. Maybe leave the attitude here. You don't want to make a bad impression for your new teacher, now do you?
I mean, I guess.
Because you remember what happened when we first met?
Okay, well, to be fair, I didn't know it was your house. Yeah, but I didn't know it was your house.
Twice.
And also, you had nice stuff, and I wanted to come back for it, so. Also, you should really upgrade your security system, but I can help you with that. I got a bunch of different ways to do that with like technology and stuff, so it's like more modern, you know what I mean? But like, we can talk about that one.
I mean, learn how to control a little more control first. Then maybe we'll talk about security systems. Also, the majority of people aren't stupid enough to break into anywhere I own and steal something that's mine.
But, But I succeeded.
Right up until I almost killed you.
Right up until you almost killed me. But I succeeded. Thanks, Morgan.
Uh-huh.
See ya later.
I will check in from time to time. Do behave. And try to learn something.
I'm always learning.
And don't blow a hole in the side of his house, because he will not be happy with that.
Oh.
And
Okay, well.
I get enough of an earache from him as it is. Oh, so annoying.
Oh. Okay.
Anyway, I have things to do.
Fine.
Graveyards to see. Do have fun, dear. And think, open mind, learn, take it all in, yes?
Sure. What graveyards are you going to see? What graveyards are you going to go see?
Oh, so suddenly interested? Maybe, no?
I mean, just casual interest, passing, of course.
Tell you what. Pay attention and learn. Next time I go to a graveyard, I might take you with me. Maybe.
Okay.
Alright, dear, I'm off. And do have a good time, and give my regards.
Who is it again? Do we...
Tell him
Bye.
Morgan says hello.
Sure.
And she clacks off.
She's a lot.
I do believe I need to be disassembled.
Well, you're gonna help disassemble yourself first, smart guy, so...
I'm afraid that goes against my programming.
Okay, your programming. First of all, let's talk very quickly about what your programming is, okay?
It is one of the primary laws of robotics. I may not destroy myself or humans, or cause myself or humans to come into harm. I read it in a book.
I'm just gonna take the end of the broom and just fucking hit him upside the head. Just.
Yeah, and the head goes flying and clatters, and like it doesn't change anything. Essentially, there's some sparks that come out from the neck, and you hear
I am still here. You put me in the chest cavity. Knocking the head off literally does nothing aside from to knock the head off.
It was symbolic more than anything. Now, just give me a hand with some tarps and stuff first.
Not sure I'm comfortable with being assassinated, but alright.
You're not being assassinated. You're just being.
You are putting tarps down before you take me apart. It feels like an assassination.
Listen, if I had a lot of bleach, then maybe we would talk about it. But, I could just assassinate you right now if you really want. But then there won't be any parts left.
You should fill a bathtub with acid. That way you can dispose of the body parts.
That's actually not a bad idea. Okay, next time we get a body, and we don't want anyone to find the remain part of it, we'll do that. But can you remind me before we go to the graveyard?
I would nod my head, but, it's over there.
This guy, I swear to God, you become friends with one freaking ghost, one freaking little spirity guy, and all of a sudden he starts giving you attitude for the next, 30 freaking years, I swear to God. And I'm just, mumbling to myself as I'm, sweeping stuff up and putting, things back up and patching this ship.
And as we fade out, as Alfie starts to dismantle the skeleton robot golem, and there's a bit more conversation, back and forth, those type of things. I'm assuming you make your bus and there's not too many problems.
I mean, I'm probably running for it with a bunch of extra bags of technology and
clanking
laptops and bits of metal and whatnot. And I make the bus and try to sit at the very back, with a little extra room, and take out a laptop and start coding. Just some kind of program to make Alfie do something.
Yeah. And as you do, you head off towards your destination. Taking the bus. Turns out Morgan's a bit of a cheapskate.
Yeah, it smells a lot.
And we will fade in a room, very warm, very it's lit by a fire in the fireplace. In the distance there is, well, not in the distance, but somewhere nearby there is a rhythmic thump, 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 as we see a hunched over, cowed, possibly lady, in the midst of just knickknacks and trinkets and bits and pieces. There's a table with puppets on it and weird waving cat ceramics and all of these different things all over the place. And she spins around suddenly with what looks like Russian nesting dolls, except for it's they're clowns. And she said, "What about this one? When was this made? Hey, Sasha, when was this made?"
Baba, I don't know.
But you do know, because you can look and you can tell. This is exactly what we have talked about.
I will use my ability to chronologically determine when that was made?
It's like 1950. 1953.
All right, around 1953.
Now, you'll see, the man who sold me this, he told me that it was from the 1500s.
Uh-huh.
But it is not. You see, Sesha, this is a good example of how to do business. And she throws the nesting dolls down and they just smash on the floor. And she starts like rummaging around on the table, like, is this here somewhere? Yeah. And then she like comes up and ha ha! See, I took a hair.
Isn't she dead?
Wait, who?
The one who sold you the doll.
No. She did not sell it to me in the 1950s, Sesha. It was, she sold it to me last year. But I took her hair.
All right, so now we go and we curse her.
Yes.
Right?
So bring me doll. Bring me that doll right there. Yes, that one. Come on.
All right, yep.
Come on.
All right, yes. Here we go.
She takes it and then like stuffs it in the stomach and okay, stitch it up. It isn't good if it isn't put together. Okay, and now you put it in the fire.
Why the fire? Can't we just stab it a couple times? You know, maybe melt off a arm or both. Then throw it in the fire?
But it's, I mean, we can.
What if we cut out her tongue?
The doll does not have a tongue, Sesha.
Well,
We
Baba,
don't have the
how
time
many times-
to make
how many-
I can't make a tongue.
Baba, how many times have I told you, your dolls, the way you make your dolls, they're too old, all right?
But
We need
I
to
am
modernize the dolls. No, I understand, but you need to modernize the dolls, all right? We need to have like a tongue, you know, like eyeballs and ears and stuff. You know, you take out those little things. Obviously, she was lying to you, right?
I'm not selling merchandise. I'm cursing people to be maimed and killed and get sick.
Yes, but
cares if they
maiming
have
and killing
eyes?
is just... Yeah, but if you just throw it in the fire, it's so boring. It's not... Doesn't have any pizzazz.
It's not boring for them. They catch on fire at some point. How is that boring? You're boring.
Not boring.
You know what's boring? Making eyes for $50 to $100. That's boring.
Just reuse the same doll. But
How do I reuse a doll that's been on fire?
rewind time.
I don't. You can do that, but you're going to be gone soon. We're heading off to get you taught. You clearly need some instruction. You have no idea what you're doing. You want eyes? You want tongues? It's craziness.
I just think that if we're going to make somebody's life a living hell, or we're going to kill them, why not have a little fun with it?
We could maybe make like one doll and give it a try, but not now because we're getting there. We're getting closer. We're getting there.
All right. Take the doll, like toss it into the fire.
See, now a week, 2 week, she catch on fire, she burn, maybe to death. Revenge is sweet.
Boring.
So, are you looking forward to going to see your teacher?
I'm excited to Yes, I'm excited to see my teacher.
There you go. That's good. Would you like a tea? Maybe a biscuit?
Baba, if there's one thing I love about you, it is your tea and your biscuits.
They're over there. As she points at like this massive pile of like wrappers and tins and like dolls and everything. Just is in there somewhere. I want a tea.
Uh-huh. You want a... Of course, let me make it for you.
Thank you.
I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna go boil some water, but I would like to speed up the process.
Yeah. So you also, by the way, the only place to boil it on is the fire. There's like a little grate on top which you can place the it's like one of those really ancient brass kettles as well. It's all...
Oh, I love it. All right, well, I put the kettle on top and I just snap my fingers while looking at it. Make sure it's nice and boiling.
And whereas usually it would take a few minutes, essentially it goes from kind of like just being put on, and then you hear like a very quick like brrr, and then it's just like and it's kind of like it's got that little whistle thing on the end of it that like pops up and down as it's boiling.
All right, Baba, stop digging around in all of your stuff.
Yeah?
Stop dig. Also, don't break that one jar. Remember, you put the Black Plague in that one.
Oh.
Next to the Pompeii stuff.
Some of my best work.
I know. We should think about, taking a trip to Hawaii. They have a volcano there.
Do they have the Black Plague there?
No, I'm saying, what happened in Pompeii. We should take a trip
to...
Yeah. When I get back, of course.
Hawaii is a little hot for me. I like the cold. I grew up in the cold.
Well, why don't we just freeze it?
I can't do that. Can you?
I could speed up some climate change.
Seems a little irresponsible.
Says the woman throwing dolls into the fire so that the victims burst into flames randomly.
One person. That is one person. It isn't changing the course and fate of the entire world.
It's not changing the course of fate of the entire... Okay, well, maybe it does.
Also, I think that would be a bit much for you.
You never know. I'm getting better.
You have good instincts, but poor impulse control. Give me tea.
I wonder where I get that from. All right. Here's your tea.
Thank you. Biscuits?
Let me go get the biscuits. I try to figure it. I know which ones are which, so I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to grab the tin on the right. I'm going to go ahead and
like grasping claws with the like tea and the cup and saucer in her lap.
I pop the lid open with my thumb and I give her a couple of biscuits.
Give. Oh. Dunks biscuit. There's like a kind of unsettling slurping sound and a little bit of like a nibbling.
What are you gonna do when I'm gone?
Yeah, travel, buy things, curse people. I mean, it's the same as ever. I've actually been doing less of that since I picked you up and took you under my cowl.
I'm sorry to be such a burden to you, Baba.
It's okay. I'm used to burden.
Same.
I was born with good look and charming personality. Another burden is not a problem.
Oh yes, that burden is so heavy for you. I witness it every day.
Did you know
when we go out to the market?
I was the prettiest girl in my village when I was young. Probably still am. Lot of ugly people in that village.
I'm pretty sure you cursed them all
It really is
and
beside the
disfigured
point,
their
Sasha.
faces. Yes, you're right. Well, technically, yes, you are. You are the fairest of them all in that village now.
See, there you go. It is easy to get what you want. You just have to think outside of the box.
Your lingo is getting better.
Thank you.
We'll have to speed it up though with your lessons.
As you kind of talking back and forth, there's still that rhythmic kind of gudoof, gudoof, gudoof. The room kind of like every now and then just like shifts a little bit. And after a little bit of time, Baba suddenly looks up and goes, we're here.
Oh.
It's time for you to go to your destiny. Yes.
I'd like to see that.
Well, you're going to go see it.
It was a joke.
Oh.
I'm going to miss you so much, Baba.
Thank you. It's not often there is someone who is not scared of me.
I just think that they didn't get to know you very well.
I did not give them the chance to get to know me. I killed them.
I mean, that's true as well, but nobody really appreciates your curse crusades more so than I do. You'll have to tell me tales of the ones that you take while I'm gone.
I'm thinking that I am going to go back to my forest for a little bit.
I actually see that
Yeah.
in the future. Yeah.
But, say hello to your teacher for me. Tell him I have no plans to curse him currently, so he can not worry about that. But if he steps out of line too much, you tell me, and I'll curse his ass.
I love you, Baba.
I
Don't
love
worry.
You too, Sasha.
I'll curse him first. And then you can curse him. And then I can rewind back time and we'll do it all over again.
And then we throw him in the fire.
And then... I'm still stuck in the fire. Yes, we will throw him in the fire.
Okay.
Kisses. And I just, open the door and drop out.
Have a good time. As you step out of the door, the house lowers itself onto its knees, and the long steps touch the floor. You find yourself in a street somewhere, and step down. As you step off the steps, the house stands back up and starts walking down this road, down this street. You find yourself outside a nondescript looking house, but there's something about it that that's where you have to go. And we will fade off as you walk towards it. And we will fade back in what looks like a mansion. It is white, it is pearly, there is gold frogging all over the place, there's reds, there's purples. It is really beautiful, it is really fancy looking, and there is not a speck of dirt to be seen. And we join a young lady who is sitting at a very ornate table. It's got the gold, there's got the gold frame, and then just really nice clear glass. There is a ornate cup and saucer. The cup and saucer from earlier was cracked and tea stained. This looks like it's never held tea ever in its life. A ornate selection of one of those really tall set of bowls that have sandwiches in them, and salmon on crackers and all that type of thing.
Yeah. Fancy lunch. Fancy brunch.
There
Yeah.
is a butler at the door, just standing by the door behind you. You're on a sofa.
I think I'd be sort of just relaxing, sitting there, occasionally taking a sip of tea, and there might be like another glass on the table next to me. I just kind of like not be really paying attention, but just how sometimes you'll like run your finger along the outside of a glass. I'll kind of be doing that back and forth, and there's actually a little like flower bud floating in the water. And I'm totally not looking at it. It's like a mindless thing I'm doing with my hand. And I'm looking at on the end of the little chaise thing that I'm sitting on. There's a fox that has two tails, and
It is a kind of ethereal blue color that you can very slightly see through. Your vision is attuned, able to see it. The majority of people, for example, that butler behind you, cannot see it.
Okay. Yeah, and I'm just kind of watching the fox like clean itself. And just imagine a cat except it's a fox.
With two tails.
Yeah. Just chilling, and I'm just kind of like looking at it and saying, wonder what the other students will be like. And as I'm playing with the little glass, the flower bud starts to like spring a root, and the root starts to climb out of the glass and just kind of like keep going and spurting other buds, and like it's just wandering off doing its own thing, and I don't notice at all. I have no concept of it.
Yeah.
I'm just kind of talking to Kit, saying, I wonder what it's gonna be like. I wonder what the actual location is like, what the views are gonna be, where everyone else is from.
Won't it be boring?
Why would it be boring? It'll be a whole new place to learn, and
Exactly.
maybe there'll be
Learning. Learning
but-
is boring.
no, it's not. It's interesting when you learn new things. You can do more with it. Plus, it'd be kind of good to have a little bit more control. I don't really have a whole lot of that.
But you're not going to learn control here.
Yeah, probably not. They do kind of cater to me. Nice.
Where is the mistress? She hasn't been around for today.
I don't know. She's always off doing her own thing.
I don't like her.
She's been really kind to us, so
Doesn't matter if
it
she's
really
been
doesn't
kind to
matter
us.
if you like her.
You should
Be
see what
nice.
she looks like to me.
Okay, tell me when we leave. Okay, I'm curious. I want to know, but maybe don't say it here. Just in case. She knows things that you would not expect her to know.
She knows a lot.
Yeah, I want to know a lot. That's why we're going, right?
You already kind of know a lot.
I know some.
You found me.
I did. You kind of found me. We kind of found each other.
Yeah.
Right? The more I learn, the more control I have, the less I'll need anyone else except you. Right?
Right. And you won't need to summon any other spirits, because I'm the best.
Well, maybe occasionally.
No other spirits ever again. I'm the most important. Pay attention to me.
I will always pay attention to you first, I promise, but I just don't want anything to happen to you. So,
Exactly.
just in
That's
case,
why, like no spirits need, no other spirits needed. No.
I'll take it under advisement.
I mean, some of those spirits, they're a handful. They always need attention.
You're not
they're never
wrong.
happy with enough.
I just
they never
start
shut up. They just
scritching
just
behind
keep on
his
top-
ear. Right? Uh-huh. Don't worry, I will always pay attention to you. You will always have all of my,
Less talking, more scratching.
Okay, I'm sorry. And then I look down because I now don't have a hand for drinking the tea. And I look at the like now overgrown like plant that has green leaves and a vine that's like stretching out into the distance. Actually, the vine has started climbing up the leg of the butler. He's just kind of looking at it like, what the?
He's also been stolidly staring ahead as you talk to yourself from
Yeah.
his perspective.
As I scratch the air like this, he's probably like, oh boy.
Do you think our teacher will be nice?
I don't know. I hope so. I mean, I assume if we study hard and we pay attention, they'll like us, right?
Because we've only met the mistress, and the mistress is a little strict.
She is. I mean, sometimes you have to deal with some crazy rules and learn what they all are, and it helps you with control, like the mistress said. Not that I'm any good at that, but I'm trying. And once I learn all the rules, then I can break them, right? But I have to actually know what they are first.
I think
Right now, I just break them without even knowing what they are.
Right. And I think you're supposed to bend the rules. You're not supposed to break them.
Well, only break when strictly necessary.
No,
But yes, bend.
bend.
You're right. You get extra scritches.
The mistress does say that reality's there to bend, not to break. Although she does a bit of breaking.
Yeah.
Do what I say, not what I do.
Yeah, that's the thing. But I will do what she says for now. She's been good to us, right?
Yeah. This is a nice place. I like it.
I hope we can have a place like this of our own someday. Wouldn't that be cool?
Not exactly like this, though.
Well, yeah, we'd make it our own,
Yeah.
but
We-
just as nice.
We need to be able to track mud in, or
Yeah, we need an outdoor space.
outdoors. I like outdoors. I
Yeah,
haven't been
me
outdoors
too.
for a while.
Maybe there'll be somewhere to go and play and run wherever we're going.
Big open space. I'm interested. I wonder
If
if
not
there'll be
there, then
anyone
somewhere.
else with a spirit.
I don't know. Maybe. I mean, I think some of the other students have multiple abilities like we do, so I don't know. Certainly possible.
There you go. I could make a friend. They could take you from me and give me more attention.
I don't think it works like that.
I mean, it's a
You
risk.
wouldn't leave me.
If someone offered more attention, maybe I would. Probably gonna have
No one
to...
would ever give you more scritches than me. Come on.
I mean, just to be safe, you should probably, you know.
What?
He's like batting your hand with his head.
Oh. Don't worry, I will always provide scritches.
And
I just kind of laugh and start playing with the glass again. I like have forgotten that it's overgrown and scared the butler, and I'm just like doing
Yeah.
it again without paying attention.
at which point you hear the like of a door opening and the clacking of heels on expensive marble floors. And then just before the sound gets to the door, the butler opens the door, and in walks this tall, thin, blonde, like immaculately dressed in like white, just almost like pure white. It's got one of those massive like sun hats that's all floppy and everything, and just kind of like just strides in and says, Kira, you're still here. Has the limo not come yet?
Oh, I didn't know there was a limo coming.
Yes, I ordered one for you so you could go to your teacher.
Thank you so much.
And she takes off the hat and goes and like lays it on a little hat stand, and goes over to this like pedestal that's on the side up against the wall that has like a glass case, and she lifts off the glass case and puts it down and picks out this like crown. It's almost like a tiara except for it's bone, and it has like little emeralds and little bits and pieces in there. She picks it up, she puts it in her hair and spins around and says, "There, much better."
You're gorgeous as always.
Yes. So, well, and she looks a little awkward for a second, and then kind of like clacks over and sits down in an armchair, crosses her legs, and puts her hands neatly in her lap.
I'm still scritching. I'm assuming she can see Kit. Okay. So I'm scritching Kit and still playing with the glass and not really paying attention.
Kira dear, don't pamper your spirits.
But he
They
likes
get
it
ideas.
so much.
Later, I promise.
Now, we have a little bit of time, I suppose. Before you go, maybe we should have a chat.
Sure. Of course. About what?
I don't know.
How was your trip?
Uneventful. Managed to conclude the business I needed to without too much undue fuss or mess. It turned out I did not need the change of clothes, but I changed anyway because, you know.
Of course. Why not?
Yeah. Well, how about you? Have you been enjoying the house?
Of course. This place is so beautiful, and everyone's so helpful and kind. Although I don't know if they can see Kit, and I accidentally scared the butler with my plant.
Oh. Oh, look at that. There's a plant all over the...
Yeah, I'm sorry. I know it's not really a native thing.
No,
I
no,
just
Kira,
kind of.
one moment, please. And she looks over to the butler. Jensen, you have not cleared up the plant. And he
Oh,
goes,
it's my fault.
you asked me to look over after Miss Kira. And she says, yes, but the house must be maintained, must it not? I'm very, very sorry. I'm very sorry. She says, run now, and don't let it happen again. And there's like a little pause before he moves, and she lifts up her hand and smashes the air, and the air starts to crack, and these like kind of like white, almost like god rays, like beams, start coming out of the cracks as like literally the air just starts to crack and shatter. And she says, if you don't go and do it now, I'm going to open this up. I'm going to put you in it. Yes, miss. Immediately, miss. And he just like opens the door, and you hear like gush 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 gush. And she turns as if nothing's happened and says, don't worry about it. It's not your fault.
Right. I really, I'm really grateful that you're sending me to this teacher. I really need to learn better control.
Control is very important. Without control, we can do irreparable damage.
Yeah, we can. Thank you. Thank you so much. Should I get going?
Well, the limo isn't here yet. If they're, well, they wouldn't be late. They
Of course, never.
wouldn't dream of it.
Everything's packed. My bag is packed. It's just sitting by the door.
Oh, good.
Yeah. Kit's ready to go.
Who?
Thank you. My familiar spirit.
Oh, you named it. Oh, okay.
Yeah, I just, just to call it something.
You will learn with time, Kira. You don't need to name them to call them something. You tell them what to do, and they do what you tell them to, or suffer the consequences.
Right. Yep.
It's all about control.
Uh-huh.
Oh!
That's what I'm gonna learn.
As there's like a kind of like crunching, you hear as the limo kind of parks up outside. Precisely on time. Wonderful.
Yeah. Thank you so much again. And I just kind of like look over at Kit and I'm like, and I just kind of motion for him to like jump on my shoulder. And assuming he does and like wraps around. And I get up and I just say, thank you so much. I'll write to you and yeah, hopefully my studies will progress quickly.
I expect nothing less. Oh, Kira, do take a couple of the sandwiches.
Oh,
Cucumbers
sure.
are lovely.
Thank you, they are. They're so good. And I'll like take a napkin and just fold a few in there. And I have like a little shoulder bag that I'll put them into. Thank you so much. I will head out.
Oh, and do tell your teacher that if he doesn't do the thing I asked him to, I will completely erase his existence.
Oh, okay. I will definitely let him know.
Thank you. Have a good time,
Thank you
dear.
so much. I will. And I just kind of like back out of the room, waving, and then turn around and walk very, very quickly to the limo and get in.
Yeah. And you jump in, the limo starts to drive away. The limo driver has like a little bead of sweat that's just like going down the side of his temple. And you drive away from Guinevere's palace.
I tell him, thank you so much for being on time. You were perfectly on time. Great. Perfect pickup.
Mm-hmm.
And we'll get there right on time too.
Yeah, right on time, right on time. Gotta be on time. Always on time. Yep. And as the limo pulls away and heads down the road, it will fade out. And we will fade back in a mostly dark room. It is there's a lot of like metallic benches, wooden benches. There's like these big kind of glass tubes that kind of twist turn all over the place. Some of the glass tubes go into bottles. Some of them go into like tin cans. Some of them go into paint cans. There's like electronics all over the place and wires everywhere. And there is a kind of hunched figure bent over this kind of like working away and like scribbling, and there's occasional sparks and like bzzz of like electronics hitting, all this type of thing. Behind him, sitting on like one of those kind of what is essentially a bar stool, is a I'm not sure how tall, but a blonde figure.
I am bored out of my mind, Merlin.
Was that Nell?
I said I'm bored.
You
And I kind of
bored?
give like a little tick to one of the like glass bottles.
And he turns around properly now, and you see that he's got on these like blue robes and this kind of wizard hat that has a point, but the end is like drooped, and all of it has like stars and moons on it. It looks like a Halloween costume that a kid would wear. You bored? How can you be bored? There's no bored. Bored. There's no bored. There is no
There's
bored.
way more amazing stuff I could be doing at this moment.
Nell, there's never more interesting things.
I
That
could be out
Mm.
there helping people, not sitting here on a little stool and watching you do whatever this
boring.
is.
This isn't boring. This isn't boring. This is helping people.
It's not because you don't think it's boring that the rest of the population doesn't think the same.
What?
I stand up and I like turn to stand directly in front of him with the desk in between us. And I just like kind of lean over and say like, just please, just let me go out. I promise I'll be good. I won't damage anything. I'll try to watch what I do. And I can do so much better than I can.
No.
Please, just
another no. 3 more no's. No. 2 more no's. No.
Come on, you gotta let me try, Merlin.
You are no until you leave to go with your and learn from your teacher. You are here. I see where you are. I know that you're here. You're there. And
I step into I open a little portal. The ear next to me becomes kind of hazy.
Yeah.
And I step into it and I come back out immediately behind him. And I say, I'm not there anymore.
And you're there. See, I know where you are.
And I do the
sometimes.
same thing and I step into the corner of the room. I'm like, just let me go out, Merlin. I want to help people. And I step into a portal back to the front of the desk. And I say, I just want to help people, okay? You know that. I don't want to go learn.
Yes. No.
I'm
Yes.
useless.
No.
then.
Yes. No. No. Yes. Yes. No. I know what you mean, Nell, but you must understand that you are still learning. And while you are still learning, you can still be dangerous. And you know about being dangerous, which is why you will stay here, you'll stay with me, and I'll keep my eye on you until you go and start learning. Learning! Nell, learning is important. Not just
Helping
trying
people and
things and doing
acting
them.
is also important.
Doing things and trying them.
You can't do anything without ever trying.
That
How
is
am I supposed
not
to
true.
do good and help people while I'm stuck here in this room?
Well, you could help me with my work.
And I kind of dramatically slump over the desk. I'm like, ah! And from beneath the desk, my energy is leaving my body every second you continue talking about your experiments.
Well,
And
give the
from
energy to me, I'll
underneath the
use it.
desk, I open a little portal the size of my hand. My hand goes in, and maybe I think Merlin is the kind of person that has a cup of tea with him at all times.
Oh, for sure.
So a hand comes out next to his desk, next to the mug, and kind of snatches it away. And I come back up and I sip the tea. I'm like, I'm gonna keep annoying you if you keep me inside.
When were you annoying me?
I never had a grandfather. I didn't know it felt like this.
That is
Look.
statistically impossible. Logically impossible. Physically impossible.
I
Chemically
slowly start backing
biologically
away
impossible.
towards the door.
There is no existence in this world where you do not have a grandfather, but you
Yep.
could make an existence where grandfathers did not exist.
Yep, and I open the door and I try to step
No,
out.
no. Sit.
Sorry, I can't hear you from
Sit,
behind
no,
the door.
Sit, young lady, you will be leaving soon.
I can't.
Just have to wait
And I
for the
dramatically
time.
open the door again. I'm like, I'm not leaving. You can't make
And he
me
like
leave.
he sweeps his hand and the door slams shut.
You know I don't need doors, Merlin.
All right then.
Look, fine. I
he-
sit down. Yeah.
He puts his hand forward and you feel a invisible grasp and like around your waist, and you just get moved, levitated in the air, and plonked down on the seat. This is all very distracting from what I am doing, which is helping people. Now, do you want to help me make an edible bookmark or not?
Can I try to put it on fire?
What would be the point of that?
To test if it's fireproof.
We should have fireproof edibles, that is true.
See?
Ah. I mean, the famine would be a thing of the past if food didn't catch on fire. Maybe we could engineer non-flammable, flammable. They mean the same thing.
No, Merlin. Non-flammable and flammable.
Inflammable. What were we talking about?
Me leaving.
Well, you're not leaving until... What is the time? What is the day? Is it Tuesday?
Check your Wait, never mind. And I get out my phone and I look at the day. It's the first. It's Wednesday.
Wednesday. All the best things happen on a Wednesday. I can feel it.
You can... Something tells me that you feel a lot of things, and they're not always true.
Well, that's only until I disprove them.
So maybe... Look, now you're telling me that me leaving you is a good thing. How am I supposed to feel about that, Merlin?
Well, it's a good thing because you can go and learn, and when you learn
But I don't need to learn from anyone else. I have you.
But I don't have the time, Nell. I would love to help, and also, I don't know if you've noticed this, but I'm not a very good teacher.
You do a perfect job up until now, and I'm sure whoever this person is you're sending me off to won't do any better.
No, he will. Because if he didn't do better, then he'd have 3 very angry ladies looking to kill him. One of whom is possibly the most terrifying thing in existence that I've so far met, and I've been to other dimensions.
You wouldn't look to kill him if he wasn't a good teacher to me?
No, I wouldn't kill him. He's fine.
I'm not leaving. And I step through a portal and I try to step out of the room that way. And from behind the door I yell, I'm not leaving.
You don't know where you're going.
I'll get somewhere.
I haven't told you where you're going yet. You could walk through portals all the time if you want. If you have nowhere to go, you'll reach no destination. This is very basic maths.
Maybe you should go back to the non-inflammable, edible bookmarks.
Non-flammable edible bookmarks? What craziness are you talking about?
And I go back in again. And I still holding the mug of tea that I took from him.
I remember. Nell, I remember. My glasses. Where are my glasses? I need you to find them. You can find them instantly. They're on top of his head.
Wait, let me try to sense where it is. All right, just give me a minute.
Okay.
I haven't practiced.
They could be anywhere, so.
Yeah. Just silence for a moment.
Right.
And I kind of hold out a hand, kind of like vibratingly. They seem to still be in the house.
Well, that's good. I'd have hated to thought I've gone somewhere.
Still within this room, even. And I open a little portal, pinch my hand through it, take the glasses from his head, and then like have them in my hand. Like, I found them.
There they are. Good job, Nell. Very good job. Thank you. And he puts them on top of his head. It's there. Keep them there for later.
I give him back his mug of tea as well.
Oh, you made me a tea. How sweet.
I made it just the way you like it.
Slightly cold.
Isn't that the way you like it?
Well, it's how I always drink it because I forget that it's there for a while.
I'll keep it in mind for next time.
Well, I mean, there will be a next time, but not for a while. You're off to see a teacher. You're going to learn, Nell. How exciting.
Yay, how exciting.
There you go. That's the spirit. Have you considered, Nell, the possibility of creating a space in time and like reaching through space to the last place you're going to look? Because I was thinking, if you can reach to the last place you're going to look, you could always find what you're looking for, because it's always in the last place you look.
I don't think it works that way. I've never tried. Usually I have to know what I'm looking for. Where I'm looking for.
Maybe
How would
that's
you use
one of the things you can learn.
Well, what's the real use of that? You know, like, I don't lose my glasses every time.
I do. I constantly lose my glasses. I never remember where they are.
See, I want to learn more practical things like that, and I learned that by going outside and trying
And you will be
them.
going outside very soon. Good. Oh, yes. Before I forget, I made this. Where is it? Where is it? Oh, yes. And he kind of like goes down into under one of the desks, and as you hear like crashing and smashing a glass, and like even a cat meowing at some point, and then he pops back up and he goes, "Here, I made this for you." It's it's a glass bauble.
And I reach out and I take it, and I'm like, a glass ball.
Not just a glass ball. It is a conduit.
It
has been attuned so that you may store whatever you like, really. Fire, electricity. It will hold that for you, and you can use it as a last ditch panic button, where you throw it on the ground and then run away while everything explodes. That's the general idea. Although don't store too much, because then you could destroy a mountain or a city. So store some,
what
but not.
if for my last ditch effort I need to destroy a mountain?
Well, then that will work perfectly.
Yeah.
I don't see why you'd want to do that, though.
What is it? You always say, like, expect the unexpected?
Except
It's
for
never-
when it's not expected, in which case you should not expect it, because it's not going to happen.
Surely it's not gonna happen.
Well,
But just in case,
well,
no?
when you think it's not going to happen, that's when it happens.
Hypothetically speaking, if I were to throw this at a person,
Right.
would that also like explode? Or would a very heavy glass ball just hit them in the head? Hypothetically.
Depends how hard you throw it, really. Enough force to break glass, then yes. Or you could throw it at their feet and then it would explode, and or zap, or you can even store kinetic energy or gravitational force or radiation. If you really don't like someone, you could store radiation in the ball and then kill them over a long, extended, painful period of time as they slowly die of radiation sickness, if you like. Really, it's down to you how it's used.
I don't think I'll make people sick with radiation. But thanks for the idea, though.
I mean, ideas is what I do. And then prove the ideas is what I do.
Have you tried putting radiation in such... Marilyn, do you know if this actually works?
Why wouldn't it work?
Well, have you tried it?
Well, no, it's there. If I tried it, it would be broken.
Have you made a prototype of it?
Now, you see, prototypes are really for people who don't think something's going to work. And what I do is I make things, and they work.
So I have a ball in my pocket that could explode any minute now.
Oh, no, there's nothing in there. No, I didn't put anything in there. There's no energy. There's no force in there.
Yeah, I appreciate the gift.
Oh, well. I think it's about time to head off. Oh, yes, I did get you one more thing. This is an actual going away present from me to you. This isn't practical. This is just, you won't even like it. And he like goes down and pulls out one of those Cabbage Patch dolls. It's for you.
I put away, like, through a little hazy portal, I put away the glass ball to a place you can't see. And then, like, I take the doll by, like, both hands. I'm like, that's actually really sweet, old man.
I'm having never been a young girl myself, I was not 100%, but I was assured that this is the type of thing that young ladies like. So...
And I do.
Well, then, perfect.
I'll keep it with me, but like, I'm not leaving that long.
Well, not
you know,
forever.
time, you know, space is relative and all that.
Yes.
How about... I was gonna say, how about I leave it here so you know that I'll come back, but I don't think that. You know what? I'll keep it, and I kind of like open my sleeveless leather jacket. There's like an inside pocket, but like a very small one, so I try to like stuff it in a bit. It's like kind of hanging out, but I kind of stuff it in. I'm like, here, see? I'll keep it with me.
Perfect. Now, okay. So, not in here, because I hate it when you step through parts of my house. So, come. And it did, like, heads, like, kind of half drags you outside, steps out the front, onto, like, the lane, He essentially lives in what almost looks like a hobbit house. It's not quite there, but it's very rustic, very country, out kind of in the middle of nowhere. And he says, right, and he pulls up like a map. He's like, this is where your teacher currently is, and he like points at an area and says, you've got about a minute, so no rush, but in your own time.
I pull out my phone and I open Google Maps.
Yeah.
And I set in the route from here up until that point, and I open Google Street View, and I'm like, all right, here we go.
It says like, 200 miles, 5-6 hours.
Yeah, all right. I crack my neck.
Do come back to visit. You know where I am. Although I may not be here, but you know where I might be.
I'll find the glasses on top of your head.
There you go. Oh, that's where they are. Of course.
I kind of stand there for a second, kind of awkwardly looking at it seems like Nell doesn't know if she's supposed to get a hug or give a hug or something, so she's kind of like waiting to see if there's any signals, and if not, she'll like awkwardly be like, yeah.
He like is also awkwardly standing there for a second, like, and then he holds out his hand.
Yeah, until we see each other again, Merlin.
Yes. Oh, and say hello to Shelby for me.
I'll tell him you won't kill him.
I would have thought he'd already know that, but okay.
Okay. And I turn around, look at Google Street View, and I start, like, a portal opens up before me, and I start walking.
Yeah. Well, you don't even have to, for something like this, you wouldn't open a portal. Essentially, you concentrate, you feel space, distance, locations around you, and you lift your leg up and swing it forward, and the space between you and your destination shortens. The entirety of the ground of the houses near you, they crumple, they flatten together, and you take one step, and on the map you cover a third of the distance, and then you take another step and you go a third of the distance, and then you lay down your foot one more time and reality stretches back out, and you find yourself standing outside a door. And you walk forwards. Give me 1 second. So I have a question for everyone. Would anyone be early? My guess would be Alfie would not. Kira might be on time. Sesha, if you wanted, would be on time. It is down to your discretion, really.
I'd be early.
You'd be early?
Yeah.
Okay. In that case, Sesha, you are the first one at the house. Therefore, you are the first one to the door. The others are not here yet, but they will join as time goes on. So, standing outside, it's a very normal street, lots of housing down each side. Further down, there's like a Shell station on the corner, and then going down further past there's like a Tesco's and everything like that. Supermarket.
This looks like the place. And I'm early, per usual. Let's have a little fun. I go up to the front door. And I knock.
As the door opens and you see inside a very nice, like warm looking, like standard house. You know, there's paintings on the wall, there's like lights and lamps and carpet and everything. You got like a hallway that goes to a few different rooms. You got stairs around the corner that go up to a second floor.
I examine the door. Does it seem like it opened with magic?
It seems like
or was it just left open?
Seems like it was unlocked and left open, yeah.
I'm gonna go ahead and I'm going to walk inside and gonna nice and gently close the door.
Okay.
Normally the polite thing to do would be to knock first. I'm gonna put a little curse on the door.
Okay.
I'm gonna make it so if you try to come in, if you knock first, somebody says come in, or you hear someone say come in, and you try to open the door, it doesn't open. The only way to open it is if you just forcefully open it without knocking.
Okay. In this instance, would you please roll me your fate and your gnosis, which I believe comes to 5d10.
Yep.
One success. So, we will see how that goes. You know, you lay down essentially a extreme likelihood that anyone who knocks on the door will cause the lock to just engage. So, there you are, in a hallway, by yourself, with a cursed door.
What's in the kitchen?
You don't know?
Well, I'm going to peruse on over to the kitchen and see what's in there.
So, as things are, you currently are in a hallway. There's like a door immediately to your left, and then the hallway goes forward like this, like nice, semi-nice rug. And then there's a door on the left, a door round to the right, just to right next to the door on the right. There's where the stairs go up. So you got 2 doors on your left, 1, 2, and then one on your right just before the stairs.
I'm going to take my my cane and I'm going to tap on the wall.
Okay.
Pretty loud. I'm gonna see if anybody answers back first.
No.
No? Okay, I'm gonna take the door to the left.
The first
first
door on
one.
the left?
Yeah.
You reach out, put your hand on the door handle, pause for a moment, realizing that you could be meeting your teacher, as did you open this door, and you open the door to a broom closet.
Alright. It'd be nice if they had labels or something. I will go to the door across to the right.
Okay. As you go to the door on the right, put your hand on it, open it, and are presented with the back of someone's head. Very kind of like, quite a ways away, just FYI. A person standing in a completely white room. You can't see any walls or much of anything, aside from there are 4 chairs behind him, in front of you, between you and him. there is what looks like a fairly large board, like a blackboard, just kind of stood there in the middle of nothing, and he's facing away from you, in this kind of like tweedish jacket, and what looks like jeans, and as you open the door, you hear him say, "Magic! What is it? Where does it come from?" And he turns around and goes...
Before he turns around, I'm going to attempt to do a quick rewind.
Okay.
To like before I open the door.
Oof. Okay, alright. Give me a time and gnosis, please.
Time and gnosis. Okay, that would be... Trying to see which one that is. Why is it not showing
sorry,
me?
that will be 5 D10.
Yeah, I was gonna say, is it... Okay.
Yeah.
5d10.
Oh. There we go. 2 successes. You managed to kind of sift back into time, into that flow, and pull yourself back. You feel yourself like closing the door, but you're very aware that you have affected yourself, and that is all. So through the door you hear, "And where does it..." Oh, there's no one here. Oh wow. I thought I heard the door. Okay, so, not a problem. They'll be here soon. Here soon. Nothing to worry about. So, magic. Where does it come from? What is it? What is it? No. What is it? What is magic? What is magic? When you think about it, what is magic? Where is magic? Can you see magic? And he's just kind of going off on a... I will say at this point, probably Kira, you would turn up at the house the limo pulls up. You know what? I actually think that Nell, as you step onto the pavement outside the house, a limo pulls up. So, as you get out of the limo, Kira, you are essentially step out, looking at the house that you're about to have to go in and meet your teacher. Nell, you are there as well suddenly.
I think I'll stand there for a second and kind of look at the house and then look at the street and be like muttering to myself, like, would he honestly know if I didn't like go in here? Would he? I'm sure he wouldn't find out. I'm sure I could just like not enter the house. And I don't pay the limo any mind for the moment because best to ignore rich people.
Pay attention to rich people, you're already gonna get in trouble.
So it's just like I'm standing there muttering to myself like
As you step out, Kira, you hear the limo driver like, gotta get back in time. Be in time, be on time.
I'm assuming that kid's like just kind of hanging out on top of me, and I have my bag, and I get out, and I'm just kind of looking at the house, and then I'm looking at Nell, kind of like side-eyeing her just out of curiosity.
What a shithole!
Hey, shush. We're here to learn. It doesn't matter what it looks like. And it's not that bad.
Well, that's good, because it looks like crap.
People are gonna think I'm weird if they can't see you.
Even if they can't see me, you're still weird.
True. Okay, just be quiet for a little bit so I can meet
Alright,
people,
fine.
okay? Thank you.
I kind of, the last thing you hear is like, but I mean, the old guy would like it. I don't want to hurt his feelings or expectations. I could just go in, and if I don't like it, I'll leave. Yeah, I'll and I start to like take a step forward.
Yeah, I think I would step forward, like maybe we step forward at the same time, and I would
kind of
kind
like
of.
almost bump into each other as you're
Yeah.
both going for the gate.
I think I would just look at her and be like, "I'm so sorry. Hi, I'm
Yeah,
Kira."
I didn't see you there. You you need to be here?
Yeah, I'm gonna be a student. What about you?
I'm here temporarily, checking the place out.
Oh, cool. Are you gonna be studying? Maybe.
Maybe. Someone's definitely gonna try to teach stuff. So you Nell.
Kira, it's super nice to meet you.
Do you actually hold out a hand?
I do, yeah.
I kind of look at it, questioning me in my head. It's like, another one?
Why is everyone trying to shake my hand today? It's so weird.
I'm like, yeah, all right. And I hesitantly shake the hand.
I just like lightly touch your hand, and then I'm like, should we go inside?
Sure. And I gesture for you to go.
Kind of like an after you, like, hand motion.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah, sure. We'll go inside.
I think I would.
I was gonna say, considering that Kira just came out a limo, it's probably more after thou.
No. No, it isn't.
No, I think I would actually open the door and like step back to let her through, like super awkwardly, because I don't know what I'm supposed to do.
Does she knock? Does Kira knock?
Oh no, I just open the door. I try to open the door.
I would think Kira was the kind of person to knock.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
I was
too.
Nice.
I was
I think I'm too
considering
excited.
that,
Yeah.
but then again, she has been living with Guinevere,
Yeah.
and in that house, Guinevere is the one who knocks. So
No, that's okay. That was the whole point, was to test it out. It
Yeah.
wasn't to actually go off on purpose.
yeah, no, it's one of those things where Kira has essentially been in a house where all the doors are opened automatically for her by butlers.
No.
So she probably hasn't knocked in months.
Maybe she like
Yeah.
waits at the door and just like waits for Nell to open the door for her. Like,
On this,
my
and then Nell
suitcase.
not being used to using doors as well.
why is it in every tabletop RPG doors are always the biggest issue? Like, it's just like can't break down a door, can't open a door, don't know what to do with doors.
Can't beat the door boss.
Can't beat the door boss.
But yeah, if you hold it open for Nell to enter, she'll move inside and give a little thanks.
Sure. I mean, I think Kira would do that because she's seen all the butlers do it forever, and she now that she's a student, she's like even more of the, like in her head, she's kind of an underling. But also she's just too excited, so it doesn't even occur to her to knock.
As you both walk inside, you are presented with the same hallway that Sesha was, except for the only difference is that there is a girl at the end of the hallway, kind of like staring in.
You kind of see her like a little, like kind of, she has her cane out and she's resting it on one arm, but and it's
Yeah.
the arm that she's leaning in and kind of listening in on.
Yeah.
And she has her hand on her hip.
There's probably a little bit of disbelief on the face, just kind of like, what?
I think Kira can hear Nell mutter softly, like, "Shit, I thought if no one was gonna be here, I could maybe leave." And then like kind of looks up. Hello?
Oh. I put both of my hands on my cane. You didn't knock.
Oh, were we supposed to? I thought we were all supposed to be here.
No. Just just something to take note of.
Are you
I-
Shelby?
Oh, gods no. The name is Sesha. I am to be here in this house for a couple weeks or so, whatnot. Tutelage and whatnot.
Oh, that little time. Wow, cool. I'm Kira, and Nell is Nell.
Yeah, hey, you can call me Nell.
Hi. I think we're here to be students also.
Yeah,
Oh.
looks like we're in the same boat.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Hopefully we learn fast.
Yes. By what I just heard, I would hope so. He doesn't really. I think I met our instructor.
Oh. What were
I mean,
they like?
Well, I mean, I didn't actually talk to them. More so, I stumbled upon them, then, decided to, do the whole whoop.
Oh.
And then, now I'm out here and there, and he's still talking to himself.
Oh. Maybe
I
he
think-
has a spirit familiar that you just didn't see, and he's talking to it.
If our
I-
teacher goes
Oh.
mad, I'm sure we would need to go back and not stay here anymore, right?
I mean, our instructors are, our mentors are, assuming we are gone on a little tutoring trip, are they not?
Yes, but if the tutor seems to be incompetent, then
Then
it's
really
none
just-
of...
we really need to learn
Then we just
control.
don't-
I don't have very much of that, and I desperately need to learn better control.
And
Nell
you think somebody telling you what to
viciously
do?
side eyes Kira.
You think somebody telling you what to do is going to have you learn control?
Well, I think somebody telling me how to control my powers would be good, yeah.
You know how you learn to control them? At least, my mentor would. She would agree with that or not. Practice makes perfect.
See, that's what I also
but-
told my mentor. You use them a lot, and then you gain control.
But
See,
when I use them, things sometimes get a little out of hand, and it was really bad when that was happening back at my
And that
Mistress's
happens,
mansion.
Sometimes, you blow up a building or two, and, sometimes you send a chimpanzee into space, and,
Oh God,
somebody
I would.
bursts into flames randomly. It's all just experience.
It's part of the
Your mentor
process.
kill you for that?
Baba thinks that I have, issues with impulse control. But really, besides that, I don't.
Guinevere thinks I do too. She's kind of right.
I love the old hag, but at the same time, though, I don't really think she's right. I think experience, hands-on experience, that is. She waves her hand. Is the best kind. How else are you
Well-
supposed to learn? You can't learn from just.
I don't disagree with
Bored.
you, but I would feel better practicing here away from my mistress's mansion where I could damage a lot of really expensive things.
But you just go out and practice it. You don't, stay inside the house. You go out in the streets.
I know.
What if people see you?
I know what we can do. Wait. 1, 2, 3. There were 4 chairs in there.
Oh, there's one more? Oh, cool. Maybe they aren't here yet.
And we are going to move quickly outside, down the road a little ways, as Alfie is walking up the road, having gotten off the bus. The bus stop is quite a way away from here, so you've been walking for the last 5 minutes.
I'm also gonna stop by the gas station real quick and pick up some snacks because I'm fucking hungry.
Yeah.
Because there was no food.
They
so I'm just
didn't
gonna,
serve anything on the bus, isn't that crazy?
serve anything on the. Well, it's not like I would expect it either, but I couldn't, I couldn't prepare anything, couldn't get anything. Nothing was offered, whatever. So I'm just like, something to drink. I need some food. I'm just gonna go in and look around. I'm just gonna search around. I probably don't have any money.
You would
Or like a
all-
little?
Yeah, you'd all
spending
have
money? Okay.
pocket change, etc.
Okay, I'll grab like a bag of like little cookies and I don't know, like a Monster Energy or something. Just absolute, nor like Doritos, just absolute gremlin mode food, you know? Just take them and just kind of sour gummy worms, just be like, I mean,
Show off.
I'm sorry. Well, if you wanted to taste these, you could too, but like,
That is
You
not
won't
even
let-
slightly true.
actually, I've been trying to work on a thing that will like help you taste things, like, you know, a synthesized taste buds thing. I'm sure they have those.
Yeah. Just
in,
drop,
like-
just drop a cookie in my jar. It'll be cool. It'll work.
Do you want to be able to taste
Chocolate
cookies or not one
chips.
day? Beta, do you want to be able to taste chocolate chip, you know, cookies one day or no?
I mean, I used to be able to.
Yeah, and how
Wow.
did that work out for you, dead boy? Like, just
Well,
grab the.
Now I'm in a crystal.
Well, I mean, it's not like you want out.
No. I was floating around minding my own business. And then it's like, oh, hello. Nice to meet you. Would you like to be in a crystal? And then also sometimes in creepy, rusty skeletons that I make. And then I can make you, you know, carry things for me.
Yeah, but like, they're not that creepy, okay?
Ultimate powerful wizard.
you making fun of
Makes
me?
a soul possess a robot so it can carry her books.
First of all, there were a lot of things I needed to get from the reference library, okay?
Right. Yeah.
And it's not like they were gonna let me take all of that out, so I had to stuff them into you, and like,
The people screaming and running away didn't help.
no, they didn't, but like, we managed to get a couple of the books we needed, right?
That's true.
So, you know, one day maybe you'll taste sour gummy worms and shit again. And I'm like grabbing some bags and some drinks. And I just like bring them up to the counter.
You know you're late, right? You're probably
I'm
going to be
hungry.
lost. Everyone else has gotten to know each other, made friends, and you're going to turn up, and everyone's going to be like, who's this, like, ratty, nerdy girl? Let's bully her. I heard there's a lot of bullying that goes on in schools.
Yeah, where'd you hear that? From the school of dead people?
Ooh.
I'm like saying that while I'm, you know, paying for the food and just like put them in a bag, just take it with me and start walking down the road again.
If words could kill, I'd come back to life.
So help us all. And I'm not there to make friends anyway. I don't care. I'm just trying to see if they have some good materials or things I could make cool things with. I don't know. I don't care. I'm just. It's not like I have anywhere better to be.
And you get to the gate and walk through and walk up to the door, and are you knocking?
I mean, I'm gonna look. Is the door open or is it like
It's
still?
You know, I'm going to assume that Nell or Kira would have closed the door behind them.
Okay, but to be honest, we just established that Kira was at a household where the
That's
doors
true,
open
that's
automatically.
true.
So...
And Nell doesn't really use doors very often. I'll leave it up to both of you. Is the door still open?
Yeah, I was gonna say I don't want
It's
to
probably
push it
still
or
open,
pressure
actually,
it.
yeah.
You
It's
know?
open,
Yeah.
come on.
Yeah.
I think the door is open.
I mean, I can picture like I'd be jogging down like the road, and at this point be like, oh, you're late. It's be like, fine, I'll pick up the paper and like just start jogging with like this big bag of like clanky things and like a bag full of snacks, and I just like get to the door and just push it open. Just be like, oh,
Well, before you walk in, as you're like running up to the door, Beta's like,
Whoa.
what?
You can't just walk into someone's house. That's really rude. You have to knock. Make sure they're home.
Oh my god, are you serious?
Very, very serious.
We're gonna be more late because I'm arguing with you over knocking on a freaking door.
Well, I mean, I don't know what you want from me. Do you just want to walk
Silence,
into some random
probably.
Okay, fine.
Just and I'll
Silence.
knock on the door then finally.
yeah, you gotta clock, and the door just goes, like almost like a gust of wind takes it, and just goes woo, and like slams in your face, and you hear this like as it locks.
That was weird.
Morgan's probably not going to be too happy about that. I think I just got kicked out.
Did the house reject you before the people could? Maybe ask if
Window.
No,
Window.
No.
And I'm gonna go over to the window, see if there's like a window I can like crack open.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm gonna like crack the window open and like, all right, buddy, and just bring my bag and the snacks and just toss them over.
This is now breaking and entering. This is worse than not knocking.
Yeah, well, this is not our first rodeo, buddy, and I'm just gonna like
This isn't even
climb up.
This isn't a rodeo at all. I've been to a rodeo once. This is not a rodeo.
You know what? I should stuff you into a rodeo machine thing and see how you like it. Maybe you can try to book some other people off.
Please
And
don't.
I'm just gonna like roll into the window and just fall on the ground onto like all the electronics.
Yeah, you hear like the other three of you hear like a as there's like essentially you've got into the closet under the stairs, so it's like you know, boxes full of random things like crockery and you know all that type of stuff.
Oh,
and,
fun things.
yeah, yeah.
Oh. Hey, look at this thing. You think this would make a good like head?
You
Probably
appear
do
to be in
couple
a
holes.
cave.
What? It's not a cave. It's probably like a, I don't know,
It's probably a cave.
garage or something. I don't know.
What?
Imagine, as we hear first the door slamming shut all of a sudden, then
Yeah.
like the
Then the
clattering of
click
a
of the-
window, and then even the voice, like a soft voice. Throughout all of that, I think Nell will just say like, "Oh wow, the winds here are really heavy, huh?"
Somebody knocked.
No, I think it was just the wind.
Oh no, somebody knocked.
Do you think maybe it's the other student? Are we supposed to open the door?
No.
This is not our house.
But we're the students.
You hear more clattering, like as I'm stepping into like different crock pots and bowls and other shit, like crashing. God damn it! God. Oh my god!
They should
Okay.
be. Yep. They'll find their own way in.
And then the other side of the stairs, essentially like the cupboard bit opens up, and kind of tumbling out, Alfie.
Oh. Hi. Are you alright?
You know, there's a door.
I told you. She knocked.
Could have opened it. I'm so sorry. We didn't realize right away.
You wouldn't have been able to open it anyways, even if she did knock.
Really?
I'm gonna walk up
gonna,
to the
like-
door.
It's like too many people, so I'm just gonna like back up into the closet again and just close it. Just,
Wait.
just
Oh.
close the door. Be like,
Nell just mutters, "Relatable." Yeah.
No hablo inglés.
Maybe
good one.
she's not a student.
No hablo English.
She's a student. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna tap my cane at the door. I'm gonna see if I can remove that curse.
Yeah, you can just kind of like reach out and just peel it away from the door and just kind of
You see some purpley like black like almost like a thick like smoke come from the door, like especially the door handle, and you just see me kind of like manipulate it with my hands and then just snap it and it just
off into nothing.
turn around.
Oh, you did
Like I said.
something to the door?
Just had to see if people knocked. Knocking is so
Oh.
overrated anyways.
From inside the cupboard, you probably hear,
Don't worry, I don't think they saw us.
Might want to come out now.
No hablo inglés.
No hablo English.
Wait, how are... There's two voices there? I didn't see more than one person enter.
Can everyone else hear Beta? Oh. Okay.
See, I told you we shouldn't have knocked. And all of a
You're
sudden-
talking English right now.
No sprechen Sie English.
Also, you were right about the docking part too. You shouldn't have done that either. No matter what they say.
You can totally come out. We're not gonna do anything strange to you. We're just students.
It is kind of awkward standing in a closet, talking to people outside of the closet.
I don't really want to go out. There's like too many people.
Well, if you want to live in here, then I guess we need to be looking around for somewhere to sleep for a start.
Maybe you should try French next.
Viva Espanol.
Yeah, that wasn't French.
I can't actually speak French.
I start
Baba
speaking
sometimes.
French just a little bit. Like it's kind of like I don't know it fluently, but I like haltingly say hello in French. Do you want to come out? I promise everyone's really nice.
Well, aren't you well educated?
Lady Guinevere taught me just a little. She actually wants me to be fluent by the time I come back from this place. I'm supposed to study it on top of whatever else we learn. So this is
kind
really
of-
good practice.
I kind of whispered to Sisha, like, that was French.
It wasn't very good. I know. I'm still working on it.
Don't ask me. Baba always screams in Russian half the time.
Oh, that's so cool.
And I'm just
Yes,
like
cool.
sitting in the closet. I'm gonna count to 3. I should
Alfie.
2. What? I'm counting.
Alfie.
What?
What do we do?
We can't go out the front door because it's locked. So,
It's
We
not
can go-
locked anymore.
Quick, out the front door.
out the front door.
Like, and just gonna open the door and like see people in front of me, be like,
It was a trap.
I take a step back to kind of like give them space if they want to run through the front door. Be like, I mean, if you want to. I was planning on doing that later, but I mean, who am I to stop you?
Morgan would kill us if we left. Right? Morgan would kill us?
Morgan would kill everyone if we left.
Actually, speaking of that, that reminds me of my plan now that we have all 4 of us here. I think 5, counting your little companion.
what?
If the teacher really is off of his rocker, we could always, tie him up in a broom closet and practice here ourselves.
Well, maybe let's meet him first. I mean, you met him, but we haven't.
I mean, he technically doesn't know that he met me, so.
Oh. Well,
I
maybe
mean-
we should all go say hello.
Why don't you lead,
Kira?
Kira?
Okay.
You seem to be very likable.
Thanks. Okay, sure. Which way is he?
I point with my cane to the door.
Okay. I kind of like look at Kit in my on my shoulder, and I'm like, these people are really interesting.
Don't look at me. You told me to be quiet.
I know.
You were.
I'm-
This is the first time you've ever been. Oh,
Okay.
Sorry,
let's
it's not him.
And I just start walking. in there.
Can we see Kit as well?
You would be able to see Kit.
Oh.
Sesha and Eleanor currently would not be able to.
Fox.
You can see him?
One thing I'll say, Kira, is if you do want them to see and interact, you can bestow the ability to see spirits and things onto people.
Oh.
The same with the majority of you. You can help people see things in regards to your spheres and your.
Question: can I do it permanently, or is it just like a for this moment thing?
I would say that within the house, at the very least, we could establish a rule of having it on if you want to interact with spirits and ghosts and souls and
Yeah.
things.
I think I would say then, do you guys
You.
want to see him? He's just a
What?
cool little. I mean, okay, he'll talk to you, and he can talk your ear off sometimes. But he's really sweet, and he just loves head scritches. And
I get up
he's got
real
2
close.
tails.
Like real close. Like uncomfortably close. And I'm like looking at it like,
What are you even looking at?
Wait, so we're not gonna continue on the whole broom closet plan?
No, it's fine. And I put
Everybody
a
shut up.
hand on-
Everybody. What? Did you make that?
No, well, sort of. I kind of imbued his body with a spirit. It's weird.
I'm like pulling on the
Still-
tail and trying to see, like, not aggressively, but just like.
It's a little bit ethereal. So like your fingers do go through it, but they can also, to a very minor extent, like move it as well.
I'm assuming that she still hasn't like turned it on.
She
so like
hasn't
Elle and
turned
I,
it off for you guys
Elle
yet.
and I are just like sitting here as like Alfie is just.
Literally
Yeah.
playing with the air above
Yeah.
Kira's shoulder.
I'm gonna put a hand on both of their shoulders and just be like, "Is this okay? One sec." And then I'll just.
So you move forward to them and then put your fingers there.
Okay.
And then there's this like kind of like cold wash that like feels but in your temples and then like washes over your eyes. And then you can see there is a ethereal blue fox, a very small kind of like very fluffy, two tails kind of swishing, although at the moment they're a little bit restricted by the crazy lady playing with the tail. And as Kira goes to both of you and does that, you see that.
This is Kit. He's my friend.
Is it a
It's not-
curse?
No, it's kind of a.
Is it a
it's magic.
blessing? Well,
How
of course
the
it's magic.
Yeah,
It's not
it's
in a
just
thing.
sort of my own magic. It just
So
kinda
is it-
happened one day.
Is
But
it
it's
like
not it. It's not in a thing. It's not in a.
well,
it's
it
just,
is.
It's
I'm a spirit.
Kinda. Yeah.
Holy shit, I can talk.
Hello.
Yeah. It talks a lot. He talks a lot. He's really sweet though, and he just really loves head scritches, like right there, like that behind
Kira.
his ear.
Kira. Everyone's looking at me.
Yeah, they like you because you're so cute.
They realize how important I am.
Yes.
he's got an ego on him. Is he attached to you?
Well, when he
we're
wants
okay.
to be.
You know, she's cool.
I like him quite a bit.
I'm happy for you too, truly. But I meant bond-wise. Like it's not.
Well, I kind of imbued him with a body, spirit. Yes, basically. He's my spirit.
If
companion.
I wanted to, I could leave. But
So you're not attached. So so you have your own free will.
I'm not bound.
Oh yeah, he does.
She hasn't really worked that out yet. Although
So it's not really a boon. It's
Mistress
That's been
Guinevere did say
majesty.
that if I left, she would destroy my being into eternity and drift me across vast spaces. So
Yeah, that would be bad.
Taste
didn't leave.
things.
Hmm?
Can you taste things?
Oh yeah, he steals my food all the time.
And I'm like searching around for the gummy worms, and I'm like,
Can you taste this?
okay.
Just
and
I
I
don't
like
think
break
he's
off
ever
like,
had candy before.
does it eat?
and I'm like,
I don't know if
And-
those are good for you.
It like goes into his mouth as he takes it, and you can see it kind of like drift down the throat, and then kind of down to the chest, and then it slowly slides out and just falls onto Kira's shoulder.
Oh.
oh,
How many weeks are we supposed to stay here?
I don't know.
long enough for me to figure out how to put this thing in a robot.
I mean,
I hope.
I know precisely how long.
I bet we could do that. Maybe not with him, but another one.
No, I
I
want
can
this one.
call spirits. You can't have this one.
You can't have more.
Fine. I can make one for her, and then it'll be hers.
If
right?
you
I
bring
can
one
call
for her, then that is acceptable, but you may not have other spirits.
Huh.
I'm the only spirit that is needed. I'm the important one.
Right. Of course you are.
I don't know.
I can
work
call
with
more for you, I
souls.
promise.
I'm not sure I
No.
like this guy.
I don't think I like him either. He's kind of full of himself.
Yeah.
He's got
Yeah,
a
he kinda
weird.
is.
I mean, very fluffy and kind of. I don't know. Beta,
Fascinating. Out loud, like a bit shouting, Nell kind of like yells to the rest of the house and be like, "It's fine if we leave, right? I don't need tutoring. I'll just."
As a very quick sidebar, I'm assuming you have the pendant out.
Yeah. The pendant
Alfie?
sits on my chest.
So
Yeah.
it's essentially like a dark, kind of almost obsidian, a crystal type thing, but you can now see a glowing ember in the center of it, which is kind of like orange and kind of slightly glows through the gem itself. As the as whatever it is speaking, it like lights up lighter with the tone of the voice as the voice speaks. This is something you now see that you couldn't see before.
Oh. Hey,
Right.
you're like Siri.
Oh no, you could see that already. It's that they couldn't.
Oh,
'cause
they
they
can't.
They
Oh.
just got the
Right.
sight.
Okay. All right. Well, I mean, listen. I mean, I could mess around with this entitled fox thing all day, but you know, I clearly at least have to make an appearance, or else Morgan's gonna fucking kill me. So I'm just gonna.
Yes, we should go and meet the teacher.
Just gonna... Are they wearing anything shiny, by the way? I'm assuming Kira looks very well dressed, and like, I don't know if any of them look like well off.
I would say Nell wouldn't. Sesha, if she is wearing fancy things, they are a little bit tarnished by being in a country.
They're like tarnished. Yeah. Lots of like earrings and jewelry and stuff.
Kira's just wearing like a super simple white dress, with like a slightly asymmetrical skirt thing, and yeah, it's just like clean lines and simple jewelry, simple everything, but like high end.
I'm just,
Yeah.
if there's anything like particularly expensive that people are wearing, I will make note of it in my goblin brain.
Gotcha.
Because Alfie is very poor and likes to steal. I'm just gonna be like, should probably go find.
I mean, he didn't answer, and I just yelled throughout the whole house.
I
think we should
take my
go
cane
in.
and I go whack, whack on the door that I opened that he was in.
Oh,
Nothing happens.
You see?
Well, aside from you make a whole load of noise on.
Maybe there's even no one here.
He was just in there. I go and I open the door.
As you open the door, you open it to that white emptiness again. There's the blackboard, and then in between you and the blackboard is a set of 4 desks, which you see a figure lying on. Kind of lying across all 4 of the desks,
Do you think he's asleep?
with like a kind of hat over
You think he's dead?
his face.
Did he wear himself out from talking to himself for so long?
I've seen this
Maybe.
movie before, and I don't think it's rated for us.
I walk over to him. Is he asleep?
Oh, maybe we should wait until he wakes up.
If that's the plan, I'm fucking running.
Is anyone else feel like they're gonna fall through the floor?
I would like to attempt to kick one of the desks that he is laying on.
Yeah, so you just kind of like reel back your leg, and then just like let loose at the desk. At which point, the figure who's kind of off on the side, like lying down like that, like jumps up. Oh, magic! What is magic? Well, it's an interest. Oh, Hello. Who are you?
Hi. Where are your students?
Students! Yes, I was expecting students. Right. Right. Not how it was planned. Not how it was planned at all, but nevertheless. Welcome, students. Hello. Please do come in. Don't worry about the room. It's perfectly fine. It's perfectly natural, perfectly normal.
Okay.
Okay, come in. And he like gets up and kind of walks towards the blackboard, which has magic written on it. And says, "Right, take a seat, please. Please do."
I take one of the seats on the end and like
I
shift it a
take-
little further over.
I take one of the middle ones.
Come on now, come on.
I do the same gesture as I did at the door for Kira to kind of like, yeah, you go.
Oh, okay. And I also move forward, take one of the desks.
Take my laptop out.
Which one? It's very important to know which one.
Mm-hmm.
The middle or the side one?
I'm on the
middle
far
one.
left.
It's been so long since we've all been at school, and yet we still know these things. It
Is
matters where you sit.
Is it one of those like desk chair amalgamations where it's like attached to each other, or is it?
It's kind of like
Oh, I
chair
hate that.
Dang it!
Oh, I hate that so. I sit.
I
Okay.
despise it.
Not
Dang
only
it.
not only do I move my chair over and take my laptop out, but I also sit on the back of the chair. So I'm hunched over.
Okay, if you're gonna do that, fuck it. I'm gonna do what I plan to do, and I'm just, even though the desk is in front, I'm gonna turn the chair and
Oh
like
my
with the
God.
desk to the back, and I'm gonna sit on the chair like that.
That's awkward as hell, but fair enough.
I'm gonna sit in it normally, but just like kind
course
of
you are.
perch on the end, yeah, and just like look really uncomfortable. And I'm trying to like cross my legs, but I can't because there's not enough room, and so I'm just like uncomfortably sitting there.
I sit. I have my legs kind of like fancy side sitting. My cane's out, and I just have one arm on the desk, and I'm resting it.
Yeah. Right. Good. So,
What is magic?
what is magic? Good.
Actually,
good.
can I get your Wi-Fi password before we start?
I
Well,
would like to.
First of
can
all,
I attempt
Yeah.
to get the password if it's number based?
you can.
Okay.
It does not work.
Oh.
You realize that whatever control you usually have is not applicable here. Sorry, what is your name? Pointing at Alfie.
Alfie. Oh,
Right, I'm not married, so no need for a password, and even if I was married, that's kind of a personal question. Don't worry about that for now.
Wi-Fi password.
Right,
Wi-Fi?
right. Who in their right mind would put a password on their spouse? It makes no sense. So, what is magic? So magic, you know what? You know what would be a good
Same?
start is why don't you all introduce yourselves? So you're Alfie, and
I
then
just put my head down.
he points at Sesha.
Wait, what was it?
Introduce names.
Oh. Sesha.
Sesha, right? And then he points at Nell.
Nell would be, if you're going the order of the desks, Kira would be in the middle, and then Nell would be after that.
Oh yeah. Still points at Nell.
No.
Is that
Are you
a nickname or?
all right?
Yes, thank you. And
Have
yourself?
you gone outside during the last week or something, or month or year?
What year is it?
I say whatever year it is,
Oh God, it's another one of those.
Oh,
and the date and the
Oh.
time,
right.
all the way down to the seconds.
You actually are a little bit off on the seconds.
Huh.
I just whisper show off.
And he points at Kira.
Kira, and this is Kit. Kit, you can see Kit, right?
Yes,
Hi.
it's a interesting vessel, but a little shoddy. That's fine.
I like him.
So, magic. It's tricky. So, why don't we start with why you are here? So, you are here because you lack knowledge and lack control, and your patrons have sent you over here to me, quite forcefully, if I might say so myself, to learn. From...
Merlin said he wouldn't kill you, by the way.
Oh, that reminds me. Baba apparently knows you. She says kisses and she won't curse you at the moment.
Oh.
Lady Guinevere, you know her and how she is. Right?
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
Okay.
Can I take it that she made a very scary veiled threat or unveiled threat?
Yeah, exactly.
Right,
I will
right.
do my very best to learn very, very well and quickly.
I appreciate that. Thank you very much. I would very much like Guinevere not to ever come here or to be in the same room as me ever again. Thank you.
I completely understand.
Morgan says hi.
Really?
What?
Yeah. Just hi? Alright. Oh, shit. Okay.
What kind of shit did you get yourself into? That all of our mentors are threatening your life.
I mean, not all. I don't think Merlin could threaten anyone.
I meant more so mine and, well,
Well,
Miss
Oh,
Guinevere.
she might have said see you soon. I don't remember. Definitely hi though.
did she say...
That sounds like a threat.
Did she say how soon? You know what? We're just gonna move. It's fine. We're just gonna move. Don't worry about it. Absolutely fine. And he like walks over to the blackboard and like waves his hand over the front of it, and this like giant kind of antique looking lever just appears as his hand goes past it, and he just puts his hand on it and cranks it, and the whole house starts to go.
What is happening?
I just like hold on to my laptop like so that it doesn't fall off the table.
I'm used to moving houses,
Nothing
so
to
I'm
worry about. Nothing
I like grab the
to
desk and
worry
grab
about.
Kit.
Yeah, how about
Everything's
you
fine.
explain it?
Do not panic. And then the
Not
house kind
panicking.
of settles down, and
Ah!
it's all right. We just moved a little bit, so no one can find us for now.
Yeah.
It's all fine. Just
That
didn't...
could be bad.
No.
Why could that be bad?
It's absolutely fine. It's perfectly fine, perfectly normal. Happens all the
Guinevere's
time.
very particular about knowing where I am at all times.
Well, if
Must
she
be
doesn't
nice.
know where you are at the moment, then it's not an issue until she finds out where you are, and who knows when that
She's
will
gonna
be.
find out eventually.
It's okay. It's fine.
Wait, so
I
you
will-
just kidnapped us?
No. There's no kidnapping. There's no. I just moved the house a little bit.
Yes,
because
our mentors don't know where we are, so you're kidnapping
I
us.
will let-
If our mentors sent us here, they obviously know and expect him to do such things. We can't be in a house in the open area wherever we were at and perform magic. We'd blow something up.
All right.
Outside is better, but
Well, that wouldn't be a problem in here anyway. It's something
Yes,
we're
because we can't
getting
use our
to.
magic.
All right. Now, everyone settle down, and I will explain.
Wait, what? We can't use magic?
No, I've been trying to a couple times, and something's suppressing it.
But
I'm gonna check in with
let you
Beta.
guys
He raises
seek
his
it.
hand and does that, and you all lose your voices. So, what I was saying is I will inform your patrons as soon as I can as to where you are, except for possibly Morgan, because I don't want her coming here anytime soon. No offense. Now,
I just type on the laptop "none taken" and turn it around. On like a big Google Doc or Word doc.
Good. So, I'm going to give you your voices back if you will just calm down. Okay? And he opens his hand and you can talk again.
You guys act like this is your first kidnapping. You guys never been kidnapped before?
I mean, I've always been the kidnapper, never the kidnappee, but I'm not complaining.
No.
Given the
Lady
majority of your
Guinevere.
patrons, I would have assumed all of you were kidnapped to get here.
Yeah,
but
she. Well, I mean,
You're not being
with that, but
nice.
Lady Guinevere just doesn't ever take no for an answer. That's like not in her vocabulary, in any language.
Is it kidnapping if you didn't have a place before?
You didn't?
No.
Mm.
Anyways,
Personal question. No.
so,
all right.
magic. You know what? Let's not worry about the lesson for right now. Worry about the lesson later, because right now we all have a lot on our plates, and it's been a long day, and I just woke up. So, hello everyone, I am Shelby. I am a
Shelby.
mage. I have been a mage since forever I can remember. I'm assuming you all had a moment in your lives where you were wandering around, living our life happily, and everything was flowers and roses, and then suddenly it was like, wow, I can make acid rain from the sky. Woohoo. So, as you may have understood, I have been tasked by the council and by your patrons who are part of said council, who really need to decide where they're going to live, because honestly, just because my house crashes into their meeting, don't see how that's any of my fault, but whatever. Because of circumstances, I've been asked to help guide you along to becoming a fully fledged mage, to get a handle on your abilities to learn and to grow. Honestly, a lot of it is quite innate, as I'm sure you've probably realized. The senses, these things come with time, but and practice. I can help to a certain degree as well. There are bedrooms for all of you, wherever you want to. I can't remember how many floors there are at the moment.
Oh.
You'll find this house is very accommodating. If you want something, ask for it, and then open a door. Should be fine. If you need another floor, just keep walking up the stairs, but try not to make too many. It does get very confusing and tiring.
Wait, we can make floors?
Yeah, just walk up the stairs. There'll be another floor. Don't worry about it.
And Baba Yaga has that at her house. It looks really small up front, but when you walk inside, it's a giant yard sale.
Yes,
You guys
but
lived in houses?
Baba Yaga also has a tendency to set people on fire, so let's not take her example.
She does.
as-
Listen, I'm trying to talk her out of just, setting people on fire. It's a work.
Good.
She may be
You
old,
actually-
but it's a work in progress.
I mean, it's been
You actually managed
500
to
years.
talk her out of it? Oh.
Well, yeah, I'm talking her out of it because we need to be, more creative. We're in the modern times now. Come on now. We can't just be setting people on fire. That's just so boring. It's like what I'm talking about, people's arms melting off, eyes popping out of their sockets, that kind of little subtle things, and then you work your way up.
I lean back all the way on my chair, kind of awkwardly because I have the desk behind me, and I look at the other side of the row to Alfie and say, "Hey, you okay there?"
What?
You just seem kind of. You okay?
Oh, good. This is just a lot.
So, I think the best thing to do before we all head off to get a night's sleep and, hopefully tomorrow will be looking like a better day, is simplify things. Why don't you come up and show me what it is that you can do?
Are you sure that's what you want?
Yes,
I
yes.
don't have the best control.
No. Just, I'm aware that all of you have been chosen by your patrons because you have a specific spell, a specific natural thing you can do. So, let's go with you, Alfie.
I have to go first.
No, okay. Kira, how about you? Why don't you
Okay. Sure. Kit, I have to do this thing. But I'm gonna make them all vanish as soon as I make them show up. Okay, so you just sit on the desk and hang out and supervise. Okay?
You're
really good at
shifting
supervising.
my desk
Okay.
so far back.
Okay. So I get up and I take Kit off my shoulder and put him on the desk and just pet him a little bit.
Kira.
Uh-huh.
Do the bird one.
Okay. And so then I focus kind of so I'm standing and I just kind of I don't close my eyes, but I just kind of I look like I'm looking within basically. Just focus my energy. And then I'm thinking about my various spheres and using the magic, and I just kind of think about the birds and imbuing these sort of spirits with bird bodies.
you tap into each sphere, you feel them start to mingle, start to turn, and then you tap into the other side. Now, we have a couple of other sides. We have the spirit realm. We have the afterlife, essentially the veil, where very often ghosts and souls tend to reside. For both of these, mages with the ability can reach in, can call to. There's a lot you can do there. They are different though. In the veil, where Alfie likes to hang out or, take things from, you have people who have died. Sometimes they are still a person. Sometimes, like with Beta, they are a kind of a swirling mass of soul. Like the personality is still there, but the being isn't. So you're not going to get a proper full-on ghost. It's more like soul energy, essentially. For Kira, she likes to mess with the spirits. Spirits are not dead. They were never alive. They are supernatural beings themselves that exist on a different plane, on a different dimension almost. But they do shift over. You will find spirits, especially in areas that are very thin. To give you an idea, like Stonehenge is one of them, where essentially the covering, the barrier between the the worlds, let's call it, is very thin, and they can pass through and then wander around. You just want to go with some birds, like
yeah,
Kit said?
they're basically spectral birds. But they're spirits imbued into spectral bird bodies, so they kind of look like Kit. They're not like fully fleshed birds.
Yeah.
They're a little bit see-through, a little bit sparkly, and they also just look kind of weird, like not quite like a normal bird because I'm ridiculous.
The reptilian, maybe just a hint of pterodactyl in there.
Yeah.
They also need a task. Could I suggest
Yeah, well, okay, so I'm gonna try to just like focus and have them appear, and my initial goal is to just have
wait.
them kind of like.
Are you gonna imbue them, or are you gonna give them a task to do?
What's the difference?
So if you imbue them into an item. So you can put them in your shoes, for example, and your shoes will be able to fly. So you will be able to fly. If you give them a task, like say for example, Shelby has a couple of sandwiches on the table, you can send them to attack the sandwiches.
Okay, I think what I would actually do is I would see the sandwiches and I would want them to go bring the sandwiches back, but this is like probably too much control. It requires more control than I have. So I'm gonna try.
Okay.
I'm gonna make them appear. So they appear kind of like with this like hand motion that I do. They just sort of show up, and I'm like, "Go bring us sandwiches," and they start flying in that general direction. Should I roll to?
Yes. Please roll me. This is actually a spell that you have developed, so you don't need to roll this.
Oh. Okay.
I will say for the control, however, in this instance,
Yeah.
why don't you roll me your, let's say, composure. In this instance, it would be manipulation. So let's say manipulation and gnosis, which will be a 5, I believe. A 5d10.
Okay, so just a 5d10.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you. I don't know if that's good or not.
One success. So, yeah, you essentially put your hand out, and as you like draw in to you the spirits, you then essentially act as a conduit, and the smallish but grow very quickly. 3 birds like shoot out of your hand, go flying across, and then just dive bomb these sandwiches, and then pick them up, and then fly off into the distance with them.
Oh, that's not exactly what I meant for them to do. I meant them to bring the sandwiches to. Sorry. This is the control thing that I struggle with.
That was my lunch.
I'm so sorry. I have some sandwiches. They're a little smushed in my bag.
No, it's all right.
How
There are other
quickly?
sandwiches.
How quickly did the birds take off?
Oh, like they were like a shot. They were really fast.
I wasn't sure if I could rewind it or not.
Well, thank you, Kira. Very, very good. Very, very good. Little.
Sorry. Thank you. I'm gonna sit back down now, and I go and sit back at my desk, and I like try to cross my legs, but there's like not enough room, so I'm just like awkwardly in this desk thing, and I'm just like, okay.
All right. And before we continue, we are hitting towards the end of the show. Would you like to show off your abilities quickly, or yeah?
Yeah.
Are you okay going?
Yeah, I also have an idea, so...
Yeah.
In that case, we'll go a little bit quicker, but... Alright, who's next?
I would like to use one of my spells, acceleration on myself. And
to essentially, like, poof,
make myself, just kind of poof right next to him.
Oh! Yes. Sesha. Okay. Why don't you show me what you can do?
Just did.
Oh, I mean, your special, ability, the one that got the attention of Miss Yaga.
Oh, that. I mean, I could just do something else, you know, like I could just reverse time and stuff, you know. I don't really have to do that.
Oh, wait a second. And he like turns to his desk and rustles through some papers and then pulls up a piece of paper and like looks at him. Right. Not the stick. Why don't you just go with the ball, the sphere?
That's what I was talking about. You want me to do that?
Yeah. Could you? The sphere would be good. Please.
I tuck my cane under my arm. I rub my hands together. I hate this thing. And I'm going to clap my hands together in front of me. And I'm going to focus, and you're going to see my eyes start like fading to black. And I'm just going to start expanding my hands out. Yeah. And you're going to see this little tiny black, like,
there's like a
shadowy kind of black purpley core ball, and I start, the more I like open it, the bigger it gets, and then you just start kind of seeing it fluctuate in size a little bit, and it's kind of like fighting it, and I'm like maybe like about here, and I was like,
and Shelby like leans over, onto his desk, picks up a pencil, and like throws it at the sphere, and the pencil like spins and goes into the sphere, keeps spinning, like melds and expands and contracts, and then when it falls out the other side, it's this little green army man that just like lands, looks around for a second, then goes, "Freedom!" and then just starts charging towards the door. Right, thank you, Sesha. Yes, thank you.
Yeah. And I go and use acceleration. I just sit back in my seat.
Thank you very much.
I want to shuffle off of my chair and like go pick up the little green army man.
No! You'll never take me alive!
And just like put him on my desk and just like bring him back, put him on my desk and just like look at him.
Then he
you
like
could
turns
squish
around
him
and like starts running and then like does like this jump as like to try and get off. But as he does, he like freezes, like but it basically solidifies, and when you catch him, he's inanimate. Still a green army man, but
what the fuck? And just put it back on my desk and be like,
I roll my eyes at that comment.
Look, you don't get to say stuff like that. You have a talking amulet around your neck, and Kira here has a spirit fox thing, whatever it is.
Not an amulet. Thank you very much.
Yeah, well, whatever.
Yeah.
I have feelings.
An Alexa in a necklace.
whoa. He's
That's
way
a good
more
one.
than an Alexa, okay?
What?
All right. Well, then show us what you can do then.
What is this?
We gotta do the thing. I gotta do the thing.
But you don't have a thing to do the thing.
I need a thing to do the thing.
Well, just grab something from, and then shove it in that little green guy.
Well,
I don't want to go in the green guy.
I don't want to put you in the green guy. I don't want you to yell freedom and then just stop living terribly.
Should I give you some time?
I'm just gonna go over, like, it's starting to irritate me, so I'm just gonna go over, put my hand on her desk, and just use
At the
rest.
back, at my back.
Yeah.
Mhm.
You use that
Just,
one
like,
instead.
behind.
Use that one.
Yeah, I'm just gonna put my hand on the desk or on the chair, like, and just use
Yeah, so
my
she-
rest ability.
she stomps up, puts her hand on your desk, and it starts to crackle and corrode and rot, and just start slowly crumbling and falling apart. And then there's this woof, as there's a shockwave that expands out, and the entirety of the desk under her hand just splinters into the floor, like needles of wood in the floor, and when she takes her hand away, there's this big, like, corrupted, degraded edge around this big, like, hole. Well, thank you, Alfie. Very good. Yeah.
I'll just like stare at Nell. I'll just be like,
Nella's like, she was sitting there and now she's like in an air chair, so she's still like squatted, like in the same position.
Yeah.
She has the leg strength for this. And she's like, right, easy there. You don't need to attack me.
That's clever,
If
that
I
little thing.
attacked-
Trying to help.
I like
if I
that.
attacked you, you would be like that. So
I don't think it would be that easy, but sure.
seen it done before.
Ladies, as much as I would love to, watch this whole cat fight,
You need to check yourself before you wreck yourself.
I just point at the necklace and sit back down.
Alfie, snap your fingers
What?
for me. Boom.
Right.
All right.
Nell, why don't you
Yeah, sure. Why don't I just antagonize another student, And I sit up from my air chair pose. I take off my sunglasses and I put it on like the desk next to me, so on Kira's desk.
Yeah.
I just like put them there. I'm like, I'll get them. Crack my knuckles, and I'm like, okay.
don't
And I
play
do
with
a little
those.
like hop from foot to foot,
Hmm.
and I would like to do a multitude of things. I would like to push myself forward as if I were to punch someone.
Yeah.
But instead of just doing that, I would like to jump through a portal so that I come out a few meters forward next to the wall. So I will punch the wall. And because I think it's cool, I would like to use my kinetic blow to like punch the wall and literally leave a hole and a dent and like crackles.
You don't need to go through to do that. You could do it from behind the wall.
Oh yeah, I could do that. Yeah. So I kind of like do the little motion, like punch forward, my hand going into like this hazy oval little space,
Yeah.
coming out a few meters in front of me into the wall, and it just like punches against it
Yeah,
with
that's-
like a little bit of electricity, like sizzling. Like...
There's like a kind of a hole in the wall just behind you all as you spin around to look at it, and then looking back at Nell, you see that the entirety of her arm/fist up to about here has just disappeared into a haze of air. And as she continues, you hear more thumps from behind you and more cracks as she keeps punching the air in front of her. Her hands keep disappearing and more holes keep punching out. And for reference, she's still just in front of her desk, so nowhere near the wall itself. Okay.
It kind of looked like she was letting out some anger there as well.
Well, that's all very good and impressive and not at all worrying in the slightest. So, well done, class. Shall we leave everything there for today? Go find a room for yourselves. Feel free if you'd like to make a dorm room, that's fine too. But if you want individual rooms, that also works. I don't mind. And we'll reconvene in the morning for breakfast and for lessons, and I will see what it is I can actually teach you.
Are you even versed in any of this arcana?
You don't
Obviously,
even know
we
what you're
all
gonna
have
teach.
different. Obviously, we have different, very different, varying talents.
Right. A good question, Sesha, for another time. And he steps to the left and essentially wipes out of existence and disappears.
Oh.
And I think we will end there for today. As you go up, we'll figure out next episode, whether you go for a dorm room or individual bedroom, like that type of thing. For now, let's just say that everyone goes to bed. And no one sleeps under a broom closet. Under the stairs.
Alfie would probably want to like make a garage or find a garage to sleep in.
Yeah.
Because that's what she'd be used to.
So, there you go, everyone. First episode of Somnambulist.
That was amazing.
So cool.
God, we're all
it.
so we're all so
cool.
Freaking yeah, like
Yeah.
like we have the nerd, the jock, the fucking cool girl, and the nice girl. Like we just it's
It's high school, baby.
Yeah.
high school, baby.
Magical high school. I like it.
It's
Oh,
the
it's
Breakfast
so
Club,
good.
basically.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
But
Wow.
yeah, that was a lot of fun. Open table for anyone to talk about whatever you'd like. We'll do outros in a second, and then finish up.
These
but-
characters are so cool.
I know, right?
I want Beta and Kit to fight.
Oh no.
I want them to fight. I want to make a spirit and soul fight club.
Oh my
Just-
god.
I
Yes.
think with the way Alfie was acting there, that Nell and Alfie will fight sooner than they will.
Probably,
I
but,
could
like,
see that on the
also-
horizon.
Also, seeing like the electricity and stuff, like Alfie is thinking, how do I use this now? Like Alfie's in the brain space where she's like, how do I use this to make something? So like she sees Kit and she's like, okay, how do I use this thing even though I've never seen this kind of thing before to do this? And it's like seeing Sesha, it's like, okay, how do I like manipulate a weird object to make a soul type thing that's temporary? Like it's like, like what are these things that I can like merge with other people about? And like, but Nell was also the only person to be like, yo, are you okay? Because like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
So
have,
like-
then you threaten her.
I have a question.
well, it
for
was the
everyone.
last comment that threw her, but like,
Yeah.
And then you took her
Alfie's probably-
seat.
yeah, it was just like
Okay, so question for everyone.
Baba Yaga.
Did you enjoy your mentors?
Uh-huh.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
gonna have
Love
mommy
my mentor.
issues.
I am obsessed with her. I love her. I want her as a real aunt. I love her.
Yeah. Man, having Baba Yaga as your aunt, so epic.
It's so fitting too. I love it. I
Yeah.
love Baba Yaga.
So cool.
Okay, so who do you guys think was the coolest mentor and who was the scariest?
Baba Yaga
Baba
is
Yaga.
the best.
She's really cool.
I did
She's-
enjoy
I'm
Baba
biased.
Yaga.
Yeah.
I'm biased. I like Baba Yaga, but I think the scariest one would have to be Guinevere.
Uh-huh.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm so
Guinevere
scared
was
of my
definitely
mentor. Oh
fucking
my
scary.
god.
Jesus fuck.
I was like when it like changed and stuff and she like punched like reality and it started cracking, I was like,
Nothing like a rich woman with powers to make
With
you
powers,
fucking.
She came
Yeah.
in with the beach
she's
hat and all.
terrifying.
Being
oh
like,
my
"Hi,
gosh, like
darling."
determination and stuff like that. Oh man, you know she's done some damage and she
Yo, she's-
can.
Yeah.
She's like Anna Wintour kind of thing, just
Yes.
like what are you doing, like that kind of vibe. And then like Merlin is just like Merlin for me was like a close second favorite because I'm just like, oh my god, he's so Merlin. Like
Yeah.
He's such
He's
a
just-
nice grandpa.
he's just that guy. Like he's just a good dude. Yeah. Yeah. No, it's just oh my god, Guinevere is like terrifying.
She's terrifying.
I like how Morgan is I like how she treats you.
She's
It's
like
very-
an absentee mom. Like
the
it's
moment
just,
you
I'm like,
had to take the bus.
Yeah.
bro, I was like,
I'm sorry, Vandy. I do this to you every time.
you
but-
you hurt me every time with these like parental figures. I'm like,
It was so
fuck.
good. I loved it because it was just like it goes, yeah, like I mean, I guess you're my kid. Like you need to stop. Like just
No.
stop. I loved it. It was
Yeah.
great. It was a really great
To
relationship.
leave the
between both of
attitude
them.
at home, I'm just like,
Yeah.
oh shit.
Yeah.
Like, mom? Fuck.
As
Yeah.
a sidebar, that shatter was Guinevere just getting angry and almost shattering the veil between the spirit world and reality.
Ah.
Just like,
She's
yeah.
so
Yeah, she's
scary.
scary.
She's so scary. That's why, like, I almost feel like the way Guinevere is informed how I was thinking of my character. Like, I
Yeah.
already kind of had an idea of her, but definitely the way Guinevere was, my character was like, okay, now I know exactly how to play this. Because she's terrifying.
I think Merlin is just one of those characters that's right now. He's like very soft and squishy and like kind of seems helpless and stuff. And you sometimes you're just like, like this old man, but he also warms up to you. But like I feel like in his prime he was like
Oh, he's still
on top of his stuff, and he was like, so it's like right now it's like we're seeing this like softer side of him.
It
And I
fucking-
like the relationship between like Nell and him because Nell's just like, this little trickster mage and like just enjoys exploring and just kind of being this free bird. But Merlin's like has the structured little bird cage for her for probably very good reason.
Nah.
Nah.
Merlin's like that type, like he's just he's like I almost think he looks at Nell as like this small creature that you just have to like keep hurting, like if you have like a kitten or something, you have to just keep hurting them like
Yeah.
back
No,
to places
shoo,
where they're
shoo.
not gonna fall off the ledge or
Yeah.
something. Like you just have to like just be like no, like you
But
just
I
gotta like
wanna
guide
jump.
them very gently, like just be like no, back inside,
It's like
okay.
a codependency kind of thing because it's like Nell lives with Merlin and Merlin thinks that right now like Nell needs him, but it's kind of the opposite right now, like
Yeah.
or from what
Oh,
we've seen is
Yeah.
he needs Nell.
I'll never find his
basically.
glasses.
Never. Yeah.
Baba will
It's
never
almost
be
like-
able to organize any of
Find
her stuff in her house
anything
ever.
In her house ever. It's just-
I should put labels on stuff.
Baba using Sesha to like date certain things, be like, what's the date on this?
Yeah.
Okay, we're gonna curse the person because they lied to me. Okay, what about this one? It's like party tricks kind of thing. She's just like,
Yeah.
all right, do this one. Like, oh my
and then,
god, it's
and then
amazing.
she's like, you have no impulse control. It's like, what?
What do you mean?
You're
Like,
literally using
you're
me as a
feeding my
party
impulse.
trick.
Yeah, I'm just like, what?
Oh,
and
jeez.
you guys, two of you have already met him, of course, but you got to meet Shelby.
Shelby.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
So good
he's
to see
so
him
great.
again.
Yeah.
He's like
Oh, sorry.
one of those heartwarming characters that like, so for those who don't know, in Sunkissed, our like 80 episode show, he was like one of the most beloved characters who showed up a decent amount actually. But my god, his personality was like everything we ever wanted. We just wanted to be around him.
Aw.
He gave my character chicken nuggets.
Yeah.
Like when I wanted to eat chicken nuggets, like this man, the homie. So
I'm
Yeah.
trying really hard to not like remember things about him. You know what I mean? Because like
Yeah.
I had an idea of what he was like before, and now I'm just like I don't know nothing.
Yeah.
I know nothing. I, have no prior
I do not know
knowledge.
this man.
I
Yeah.
did not know this man.
Also, quick shout out for Sheepy being like, I'm gonna do an old Russian lady and
Yeah, it was really good.
and ending up
Fucking
with an
nice.
old Italian lady a little bit.
It was like borderline.
Yeah, it worked.
It was
Worked.
old European.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Iconic.
Yeah.
It was
It
very
gave
much.
me- Yeah. I mean, I actually am Russian, and it gave me like my scary great grandma feels from when I was little in Russia. So yeah, perfect. It was good.
Sasha, you get to be the pizza.
Oh man, I love it.
I love all of our characters. I love all of our
Yeah.
patrons, and Shelby is a good
Yeah.
bean. I'm so excited to see where this goes.
Also, I love the overlay and how cozy it makes everyone's faces feel.
Yeah.
Right?
We just like a little commotion for the overlay, like
Yeah,
hello.
like it's really
so
cool.
cute. It's
just
beautiful.
so like
So
cozy and pretty, and the lighting and everything. I love it.
shout out to Askren, who does these overlays and puts them up for sale. So they're just generic overlays, essentially, that he makes for, and he's done a whole load of them. I think it's either his Etsy or he has a website, either, and like you can pick up a bundle of them for quite cheap. And I have a whole load of them. I used the one for Keeper, the Keeper precursor as well. Hello, they come with a Photoshop document, so you can edit it, you can turn things on and off.
Oh.
So,
Cool.
like, if you see
Askren
where
is so good.
Oh, he's so good.
Yeah.
He's
Uh,
so
amazing.
good.
If you see
He's the one who also did the dragons illustration.
Yeah.
He drew
So
all the
gorgeous.
dragons as well for Dragon Riders. And
Oh.
those are
It's
just
such a cool show that
amazing.
you should all check out
Yes.
on CB's YouTube.
Agreed.
I just love how many different shows you do on this channel, Sheepy.
Mhm.
Like different systems. I love it. And also high
Yeah.
raiders.
Hello. I'm looking to do more. So you know, if you want to see more, go check out the Patreon, lend a little support, and I'll be able to pay the cost and make the Friday slot a permanent one. I have a few other ideas, but that was just me layering that in there quickly. Yeah, with the overlay, you see in the bottom right where the Wandering Inn logo is. That used to be a player spot, so it had the like tag and all the text and everything. Just turned it off really quickly, put that in there. I did forget to do this, which is like I actually have a thing I can turn off so that it goes to the dice roller, so you can see the dice.
Oh.
Oh, I like that.
But
Yeah.
I was so distracted by GMing that I forgot to do production, so you didn't get to see any dice rolls. But next week maybe next
Yeah,
week.
next week.
Hell yeah.
So yes, I think what we will do is I'll throw it out to Hot Potato some outros. I'll do my final little outro, and then we'll head off for the night. So let's have a little look here. Let's start with Nell and Syrinx. And
Well,
go
hi
from
there. Hello. Again, my name is Syrinx. I have been playing Nell or Eleanor. Thank you for already having me. It was a great first session. And you can find me as Syrinx on Twitter and Instagram. And I'll hot potato that sweet boy over to Vandy.
That's me. Hi, I'm Vandy or Alfie, your resident awkward nerd hacker girl. And yeah, you can find me at OMG Vandy everywhere. Twitter, Instagram, sometimes streaming. And yeah, that's pretty much it. We're around. We're doing this stuff.
Hell yeah.
I'm gonna hot potato to Kira / Tess.
Hi. There's a cat on my desk being a cat. I'm distracted. Yeah, I stream. You can find me at Tessichka on Twitch and TikTok, and Tess Games on Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, all the places. Yeah, I am obsessed with cats, and I'm playing Stray. And when I finish Stray, I'm probably gonna replay Stray with a different cat with mod, and then I'll probably replay it again. I also love Souls games and shooters like Borderlands and Destiny and stuff like that. So yeah. I also run, and I'm addicted to it, and I think the TikTok is going to be more of that. So, it's fair warning. Cats and running. Anyway, hot potato to the lovely and awesome I'm Kat.
Thank you. I'm Kat. I play Sasha, your lovely chaotic time witch. I am a variety and creative caster. I haven't been streaming a whole lot recently, except for this week last week because my hard drive died with everything on it, art and everything. So it kind of sucked, but we are picking back the pieces and I am back to streaming. I just joined Would You Kindly, and I still can't believe it whenever I say it. And so I'm going to be playing games with two of the teammates tomorrow. We're playing some Raft. And yeah, I play a variety of games. Also, we have RP Rust that I'm a part of. If you know Goobers, then it's very chaotic and it's not super serious roleplay. It is extremely chaotic and hilarious and just a lot of good fun to have, like, RP wise. So if you're expecting something like a serious story and stuff, you're not getting that. And I play Miss Priora Keys. So.
Oh dear.
It's so much chaos. I think I played on one of those seasons. It's the fucking craziest shit you'll ever fucking play.
I'm trying to convince us to make blood coffee.
Oh.
And we also have a dirt farm. We're innovating. That's the theme this year, is innovating, like making inventions and stuff for businesses. So yeah.
It's pretty in line.
Also, we're the current Dodge Rock champions.
Nice.
And and the name says it all. If you don't understand it, I can't say more, except
go up to the stream.
We're champions.
It's a fun game.
Yeah, and I will
Rules are very complicated.
Pass the potato back to Sheepy.
Thank you. Yes, thank you for watching. We will be running Mage Somnambulist for a fair few weeks. Keep an eye out. It's going to be every Monday at 7 p.m. UK, 2 p.m. EST, and I think 10 a.m. PT. So
11
a.m.
11.
PT. Yeah.
Yep.
I know time zones.
Yep.
It's all good.
It's hard.
As I said before, briefly, but I'm going to say again because I have to, because, it's kind of my job, I think. I'm the only one who works here, so I get all the work dumped on me. If you like the shows, the best way to ensure that I do more is to support. So, Patreon, go give it a look. Also, things like supporting the videos, engaging with the videos, with the tweets, being in the Discord, all that type of thing. It helps, just in general, and B, you get to know when the shows are going live, because I put it in the Discord, I put it on the Twitter, all that type of thing. I sound like such an old... I put it on the Twitter. I told Twitter that I was live. For some people come and see me.
It's on the Twitter, you see.
Did I do the tweets right?
Sasha, I did the
Twitter.
tweeting on the Twitter.
Oh my god!
Good job, Baba. You did it. Except you can't just reply to everybody and say curse you. That it doesn't work like that.
But yeah.
Oh my god.
All of no, I could see that happening. All of that, and by next week we'll have a little links for all the costs and stuff. I didn't get around to it this week, but what you're going to get now is an outro. Is it a good outro? No, I made it myself because I didn't have the wallet to get the usual outros and everything. But it's something. So enjoy it. Thanks for watching, everyone. Hope you enjoyed the episode. Hope to see you next week. And that was my outro, so I'm going to leave it like that. Bye.
Bye.